Hank the Angry Dwarf is here. He wants to promote something. Hank has a list of appearances that are mind-boggling, has a new film coming out, and is now the toast of Hollywood. Yeah, evidently he's in a film, and Martin Landau saw it, and now he's squiring Hank around as the new hot thing in Hollywood.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Hank, you know, we did that makeover on him. I just got a quick glimpse of him. He has not kept it up.
You just want to report that. All right, here he comes. Casey.
Stands alone about 4 feet tall. He's got a big mouth, even though he's very small. He drinks a lot, so he's rarely with it. You can call him a dwarf, but don't you call him a Hank. He's Hank, the Angry Dwarf. He's Hank, he's Hank, he's Hank. He's drunk, of course.
All right, Hank, how you doing? Hank, just put that down for now. I'm talking to you. Hank has 2 bottles with him.
Well, one's almost done.
What is in that?
Vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka and what? He carries soda bottles.
That was just vodka.
You always have soda bottles.
Well, it's easier to take on the bus.
Oh, he smells so bad. Why are you putting him so close to me?
Oh, it's a weekend.
Oh, my God, I'm going to throw up.
I'm not that bad.
Oh, dude.
How would you know?
Well, I took a shower last night.
No, I know, but I'm talking about your mouth from the drinking. And your whole body smells from alcohol.
You probably sweat booze.
Oh, that doesn't.
That doesn't matter to you. It matters to me.
Yeah, you're behind it.
What do you got in the bottles? Like, what is that? That looks like a mixed drink.
Yeah, it's vodka and Coke.
Oh, that's vodka and Coke.
Right. So he mixes the drinks and puts them in a soda bottle.
You don't usually drink vodka and Coke.
No, it's usually like
7-Up.
One of the green bottle drinks.
Right.
Say that. Right.
Why did you go to vodka and Coke?
Because at the package store I went to, that's all they had.
Oh, I see. What is it, Doug? Doug is, by the way, Doug Goodstein is Hank's manager. Doug works for us, I know, but he somehow started managing Hank. Don't you manage somebody else?
No. High Pitch Eric wants me to manage him, but...
I see.
That's it.
I think High Pitch Eric is on the phone. Let me see.
He also has a call in.
Yeah, he's down in the lobby. He's such a freak.
High Pitch.
Hey, Howard, what's up, man?
High Pitch is like hanging down. Hey, High Pitch, what are you going to do? Like hang out at the lobby and stuff?
No, listen. I have a friend here from L.A. He's a Jewish rapper.
Yeah, I don't care.
And he said he will do anything to get on your show right now.
And High Pitch Eric has the clammiest, wettest hands.
Yeah.
I do this. They're sweating right now.
Tell him to come up and make out with Hank.
I don't want to.
Dude, right now, I'll kiss Hank right now.
You won't. I'd rather have stood a rat.
Howard, I'll take my shirt off and just kiss Hank right now in the lips.
You will.
And I'll throw you out the window and I won't bother opening it
Hey,
up.
come on. Hey, please, let me kiss you, please.
What would High Pitch Eric will do to get on the show?
He is a man.
Well, let's think of something High Pitch Eric can do that's really disgusting.
I'll do anything.
Jump in front of a bus.
Why won't you represent High Pitch Eric?
This is a pain in the ass.
Really?
He like haunts me. He calls me 20, 30 times a day. They had the big appearance, him and Hank and a bunch of Crackhead Bob and Elephant Boy. And High Pitch sort of invited himself to the appearance.
Right.
And I was like, they don't want you there.
High Pitch Eric, the losers don't want High Pitch Eric.
Right. Oh. And
I'll even do anything to go on the show.
We heard that.
Let's see. He'll take his shirt off. What can we have him do? Oh, here's Benjy. Benjy has good ideas.
Put a gun to your head.
What?
Would you like me to go round up a homeless guy for him to make out with?
No. I don't want to see that. Hey, Benjy, will you kiss him?
A tongue kiss?
Benjy,
How about KC?
Nah, he's nah.
Will you kiss him on the lips?
If we wash him off first.
All right. All right. Come up here, take your shirt off, and kiss Benjy on the lips.
I'll do that right now.
Can I kiss a girl sometime if I do that?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
I'll come up right now. I'll kiss Benjy on the lips.
Right.
And what do you want for that? Do you just want to be on the show?
The rapper has to come.
Then the Jewish rapper has to come up?
Yeah, the Jewish rapper's downstairs with me.
Nice. I got to see that.
Oh, yeah, this is something funny.
What are you, a homo?
No!
Yes, you are.
Just because you kiss a guy on the lips doesn't make him a homo. All right, I tell you what.
Yeah.
You come up here, you take your shirt off.
Okay.
And you kiss Benjy on the lips?
Yeah.
I'll let the Jewish rapper guy say, just for like 30 seconds, say some stuff.
Okay, cool.
All right.
But I get a good girl out of this sometime.
Yeah.
I'm taking my shirt off right now.
All right, hurry up upstairs. Goodbye.
Okay,
You're going to have the one right behind you.
Okay, come on, let's go.
And we got to wash his mouth, too.
I'm in the elevator, Howard.
Okay.
Want me to stay on the phone?
He's loving the elevator.
upstairs.
Let's come on upstairs.
I'm coming up right now.
Come on.
Yeah,
Bye.
We can't
Okay.
wait.
Good Hank rejects him.
Hank is laughing at the big high voice. I pitched it.
He's going to kiss Benjy.
I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, does it make it gay if you look?
That is disgusting.
I saw a whole, you did some appearance where you wrestled Nicole Bass
Yes.
and Elephant Boy. It looked pretty weird. In oatmeal? It looked like the movie Alien. They were covered in oatmeal.
Were they afraid they'd lose, Hank?
I don't know.
I did lose.
I just think he was coming out of that alive.
Yeah, and Hank, so...
Nicole was nice to me, though.
Do you get laid after an appearance like that? Seriously, do any girls come on to you? Because you're famous, sort of?
Are you getting women?
Well, I got this girl, Nicole. Not Nicole. Katie. Where's...
We're talking to the microphone.
No. All right. Doug's got the pictures of this girl, Katie, who...
You're going out with?
I don't know what the story
she's
is.
in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I'll show you some pictures. Yeah, show the pictures.
I can't quite figure out the story with them.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, no. Like, are you talking to her or are you dating
Did
her?
you ever bang this girl?
No, but I've done everything else but...
Oh, she is really cute.
What do you mean everything else?
You're
but?
getting this
you
girl?
to third base?
He met her at an appearance at Harbor Lights in Philly.
Yeah.
How tall are you? How tall is this girl?
About 5'2", she says.
And she's always been a girl?
Yeah, she's known as the shot girl. I drink... You see the one with I'm drinking out of her behind?
Yeah.
There's a shot.
Drinking a shot out of her ass.
What?
You got to
No
look at this girl,
wonder
Jackie. Jackie, look at this girl. You think he's getting her? And she's done stuff to you? Has she performed oral on you?
No, but I have on her.
Oh, great.
Oh, my God.
I hear Hank is booked solid for tons of cash.
Really?
Yeah. Is it true?
It's shocking. It shocks me.
What's Hank pulling down these days?
He's making some decent money.
Whoa. What's
for appearance?
Well, I mean, in general, like, what's Hank pulling down for the month?
This month he'll probably make $3,000.
Really? Hank?
Yeah.
Hank, how you feeling about yourself these days?
Maybe Hank will stop drinking.
I don't know about him, but Stuttering John is fainted.
Stuttering John just passed out in the back room. You're doing good. Do you actually turn down appearances if they don't pay enough?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, that and the type of appearances are just
What do they
ridiculous.
ask?
I mean, Hank rejects certain kinds of
He
appearances?
doesn't even know. I just rejected for him.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
Porno on the
I
internet.
pay him to reject them.
Look at you. Little businessman. What do you get, a 10%?
About that, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
What? What do you mean about that? I hope it's not more.
Are you taking more than that?
15%.
All right, okay.
Oh, Mr. Manager.
But you got to put up with Hank.
I work my ass off for him.
I mean, really.
Maybe you should get to
It depends on how much he's involved in.
If Hank's pulling down $3,000 a month.
Well, not every month.
All right, but let's say on average maybe...
Extra $500 income, I guess.
Yeah. Wow.
But there's appearances, if the appearance fee is low, I don't even take a percentage. I just give them everything.
But what are you rejecting?
A porno on the internet with another dwarf.
You rejected. I bet you Hank would have done that.
I got a guy.
Well, I think that's bad for Hank's image.
Well, no. Yeah. Well,
Would you have done it?
I've actually had some people call me up, and I give them Doug's phone number. And there's a lot of idiots who call up.
You think this is fun? Wait till high-pitch Eric gets into the room. Yeah, right. A lot of idiots call up.
Yeah, no, they call at my house, and they ask me like all these kinds of things. Like,
well, what else do you have to do? You're drunk. You might as well get on the phone with people. What do they ask you?
Yeah, disturbing his drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to drink.
Make it quick.
Yeah, what do they ask you?
Yeah.
What do they ask you?
No, I tell them anything they're going to go to Doug or my agent.
Oh, you got an agent, too?
Oh, so Doug's your manager.
Doug's my manager.
Wow.
The agent.
I do all the logistics. The agent does all the contracts.
Yeah.
Well, who is the agent?
Bob Krepich.
And what is he, a lawyer?
No, he's not a lawyer. He does concert promoting. He works with Stuttering John. He works with Crackhead Bob. He works with Elephant Boy, Nicole Bass.
Oh, I see.
He's working with everyone.
Oh, I see.
He's good.
Jesus.
Can you believe this?
Man, no, I can't.
I can't believe it.
I'm an
You can't believe it. And you're his manager. You're the only manager who doesn't believe in his client. You're like, hey, I'm very angry.
It's amazing.
Well, Hank will be appearing at Charlie's Angels in Carteret or Carteret? I think
Carteret.
because it's spelled C-A-T here. It's Carteret.
Oh, is
Carteret, New Jersey.
Yeah, not Carteret.
It's Carteret.
Yeah, Carteret, New Jersey tonight from 8 p.m. to midnight. He'll be judging a wet T-shirt contest. Oh, so that's a good gig.
Oh, yeah.
Will you be awake by then, Hank?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go back to my hotel and sleep.
So he's very responsible.
Very good.
Yeah.
I am.
KC.
Yeah.
Howard, this
You know,
girl is so cute.
Shakespearean actors can't get work? And Hank
Hank is overbooked.
Hank has bookings from now to the end of the year.
And he's getting girls like this.
Yeah, look at that girl.
Let me see
Like
that
that girl?
Look at the girl he's got in that picture.
I don't know.
Hey, I
couldn't
want those
believe it.
pictures back.
Yeah, you'll get
And the
that.
same night he met her, he was making out with like 2 other chicks.
Really?
Apparently, yeah, that's...
Well,
I
yeah, we
haven't
did a
seen
lot
it,
of
but-
French kisses, but we weren't really having...
Would you French kiss Hank?
No.
Wow. Oh, here's Bob Krepich, Hank's agent. You want to talk to him? Hey, Bob.
Morning.
Yeah. So you're Hank's agent?
Yeah, I am.
Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm an entertainment consultant.
So what are you doing with Hank?
What does Hank have to do? And you're a white guy?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he's white.
He is a white guy?
You should hear some of Bob's... When Bob and I talk, we're in disbelief. We're like, wait, they want to pay that much for Hank for 3 days in L.A.? We're like, what?
Hank.
Yeah, I'm going to Los Angeles.
He's actually making much more than $3,000 for the month.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's an average month?
Well, it depends. Hank can make, 5,000 to 7,000.
Oh, God.
His appearances.
I created a monster.
His appearances, we have dates booked at 2,500 an appearance.
Wow.
Wow.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't even know that.
Don't tell Hank. What's happening with the money?
Does Hank get the money directly, or is he investing? What is he doing?
That's a big problem.
What's the problem?
Hank, how much do you have in savings right now?
About a little over $200.
Oh,
So
my
where's
God.
the money going?
It's going right down that bottle.
Some of it's been stolen.
It has by who?
Doug.
No.
By a friend?
Well, no longer a friend. And
How did he get your money, your friend?
I'll tell you off the air.
Really?
Did you go into some stupid business deal?
No, it's something weird. It's,
Really?
yeah.
What is it?
Doug knows what it is. I can't.
Well, you don't have to say the guy's name. What happened? What was the scam?
Go ahead.
Or,
All right. He used to come over my house. He's no longer allowed in my house. And he said he had a bank account with the same account. And he used to go to, the drive-thrus and stuff like that and take money out. And then go back to the house, have a few drinks. And,
I think Hank was just drunk and hallucinating that this happened.
No.
I bet you, no offense, Hank, I bet your friend didn't do anything. I bet you did it.
No, I didn't.
All right, whatever. But can't you go to the bank and put the money in the bank? Why don't you
I had the money.
Why don't you empower Doug to go to the bank for you?
Would somebody please set up some
Because
fund for Hank?
I live in Fall River. I'm 200 miles
So
away.
your bank could be anywhere. Your bank could be here in New York, and you make a
What do
checking
you
account.
care?
Actually, Doug and I are talking about doing that, setting up a special.
Would you guys do that?
I mean, you can give him
No, I don't want it.
This guy's like a baby.
Yeah,
Give him an allowance.
What do you mean you don't want it?
We have.
And I love Lucy. Mr. Mooney gives you an allowance.
How can I take money out if I...
We'll give you an allowance. Every week you get a little
That's right,
something.
but some money has to be put away and invested or something.
Hank, I guarantee you, listen to your friend,
what it
you're
is-
spending it all.
No. Right now, with everybody who goes to the bank, it's a trend I started. They have to show an ID.
You started that.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. No.
What?
Wow. Here's how it's going to work from
I'm
now on.
serious. I'm not,
Doug, here's what I think. This is what I suggest for Hank.
I'm not lying. No, I don't need
Here's
that.
what happens.
I don't need
No,
that.
no, this is what's going to happen. I'm setting this up. Because you don't know what you're doing. You're drunk.
Look, you got $200 in the bank after all the money.
After all the money you've been making, you
Mike
got $200.
Tyson's you.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's a financial... Mike Tyson should handle your money.
I wouldn't let him handle my money.
Yeah, well, he's doing as good a job as you are. This is what we're going to do.
No, you're not.
Listen to me. Listen to the proposal.
Hank, listen.
All right, go
All
ahead.
right. You're going to make X amount of dollars. Let's say you make $5,000 for the month. Every month we're going to give you an allowance, like a little boy.
Like 4,000.
No. You see, you're the ones you're spending it. What you're going to get for the month is $1,000 or $1,500.
And they'll pay his bills.
And they'll pay your bills.
Exactly enough.
That's it. $1,000 is enough for drinking.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Just pretend the other
You
money
weren't
doesn't
getting
exist.
any money
Right.
before, Hank, and you were drinking just fine.
He was making...
And Doug, don't you make tons of money in the stock market? Why don't you invest Hank's money in the stock market?
I don't
Put
want
him in a mutual
I don't
fund.
like
Yeah.
investments.
I think
You don't like investments?
I'll talk to his parents about that.
All right. This is outrageous.
He used to make $500 a month on disability.
Right.
That's it.
So the point is he could live.
Pretend you're back on that schedule plus $250.
Right.
So we'll give you $750 a month.
Let him spend all the money. He doesn't care.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna take it with me when I die.
It's true. He's dying soon anyway.
It's insane. I don't know what he's done because he hasn't gotten any. I haven't seen him with any new clothes, new sneakers, new.
No, he's drinking it all.
He's probably spending it on whores.
And booze.
No, probably not even whores.
And he's wasting the rest.
You are? Did you spend it on some hookers?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
How much does that cost you? $2,000?
You know, it's true. Why try to straighten out his life? Then he wouldn't be Hank anymore, and that wouldn't be funny.
That's what we talked about
He
last
doesn't
time.
have to have the money.
Right.
It's just sitting there not being thrown away.
Yeah, but if I want to get laid, I mean, what the hell?
And
I mean,
with $1,000
and I got other
a
things.
month,
I like
you
to
get
go out and eat. I don't like to eat in my parents' house.
Right.
Yeah, he treated me to dinner last night at McDonald's.
Really? What a spender.
McDonald's so expensive.
Oh, wait, here's what's your name of your girlfriend? Kate?
Katie.
All right, she's on the phone.
Oh, all right.
All right. Later, Bob.
Okay, see ya.
Right.
Say, Bob.
Kate,
Hi.
you're the girl in the pictures?
Yeah.
And you were always a girl?
Yes.
Yeah, she was.
Why do you think she wasn't a girl?
I just can't figure out what she's doing with Hank.
Hank's the man.
You let Hank perform Oral on you?
He did a shot out of my crotch, yeah.
Wow.
Is that it?
You let him do that, huh? And are you going to make love to him? Are you going to have sex with him?
Staying at my house this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to have sex with her?
I hope so.
What do you think, Katie?
Maybe.
You like Hank, huh?
Probably, huh?
Barb's going to stay here, the girl he was French kissing, so we might have a threesome.
Oh.
All right. Hey.
Something wrong with that picture.
Casey will be alone.
Yeah. And I'll be pleasuring myself.
Hank, you better be good tonight at that strip club.
What?
Hank better be good tonight at that strip club.
Look at Hank. He's got his little posse of hangers-oners. Look at the smile on Hank.
No wonder he doesn't want the money invested.
Yeah, Hank the lover. Did Hank give you some of his money?
No, actually, I paid for him when he was here last time.
All right.
Yeah, she's taking care of him. I
All
can't
right.
figure out this.
Hold on, honey.
Okay.
I mean, goodbye, honey.
Bye, Seth.
I don't want to know about this. This is so weird. All right, so Hank is going to be appearing at Charlie's Angels in Carteret, New Jersey tonight. Hank will be appearing at WJFK 1300 AM's Clothing for the Community Charity Drive this Saturday, February 13th from 2 to 4 p.m.
Wow.
She's the one who's driving me to Baltimore.
Who?
That chick?
Katie, who just
Really?
Yeah.
Hank's movie, The Shoeshine Boys. You got to hear about this. So Hank's in some movie, right? You know, some low-budget independent thing.
Okay.
God only, I mean, I saw some of it.
Play.
He plays a midget.
Really?
Yeah, you do.
It's a stretch. I play a dwarf.
You play a dwarf, whatever. All right, so
Somebody else got the midget part.
a real stretch.
Can I go for a second?
Yeah.
He's got a little teeny drop of liquor. Look how he's like savoring that.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it and start a new bottle.
Yeah, come on.
Down to the last.
Hey, I want to know. I saw this show where you had that guy Frank,
Yeah.
and he was at the same party that Katie was at.
He's got to get another bottle of booze.
Yeah, he doesn't have time for you.
Changed into the car.
No, but this guy Frank, who was known as Frank the Drunken Dwarf.
Right. I don't even remember.
Frank the dwarf. The guy who was tossed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You like that guy?
Well, I met him, and he said his name was Frank Burns. I was thinking of MASH.
Dude, can't you go 5 minutes without a drink? His hands are shaking.
You know, I was going to ask him if he was drinking less now that he's so popular, but
No.
I guess that's not the case.
No, he thinks his drinking is this magical thing, yeah.
You got to hear the percentages of liquor to soda.
Howard, I've drank everything, and I could not get down vodka and Coke.
Really?
It just is not drinkable.
Hank, how much vodka's in there percentage-wise?
I'd say about 75%.
That's why he's getting it down. Gail, go ahead.
Yes, I really think Hank should seriously think about what he's doing, because I had an alcoholic friend that died 2 years ago, and what I hear Hank saying is exactly what I heard my friend say.
He's not afraid to die, though.
Frank, I mean, Hank is looking for that.
Hank wants to die.
Well, I think my friend did too. But
Yeah. Hank doesn't like being
So
a...
how can you stop a person when that's what they want?
Hank hates his life and hates being a dwarf.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
No.
Another inch and you wouldn't drink as much.
Right. Give him 5 inches.
He'd be
No.
totally sober.
No. If they had some type of drug, right, that could make me like grow up to like 5 foot, say 6,
right,
even.
The
I
whole
wouldn't.
thing was,
I wouldn't take it.
alcoholic.
Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. Besides, I'd have to get new clothes.
And there would go your career. Oh, man.
Like him. That's the same kind of things he used to say.
All right.
Is he a dwarf, too?
Was he
No,
2'6"?
To tell you the truth, this man was only like 6 hours from being getting his master's degree. He just wasted it all away.
Yeah, same with Hank.
Same with Hank. Thank you. Yeah, Hank's impossible to stop drinking. Believe me, we've tried.
What is he going to do if he doesn't drink?
Anyway, so Hank's in this movie, The Shoeshine Boys, and somehow, I don't know.
Martin Landau?
Martin Landau was shown the film. And now he's like squiring Hank around Los Angeles.
What do you mean squire?
I'm going to see him next week.
He's hanging with like Martin Landau.
You hang with Martin Landau?
No, I've never met him.
Oh, I see.
But the people that
evidently Martin Landau thinks Hank's a great actor.
But wait a minute. When he sees Hank, what do you think will happen?
He'll probably throw up from the smell of his breath.
Doug, what's going on with Martin Landau?
He doesn't know anything.
It's apparently he saw a screening of the film through a friend of his partner saw the screening of the film. And said to Martin Landau, "You got to see this film," and he saw it and he loved it. Right. And I guess he's particularly liked Hank.
What is Hank? Is Hank drunk in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the way I am.
So he thinks he's acting drunk.
Right. He thinks Hank is like a great actor. He's right. Did you put the camera on Hank?
Gay pervert.
Yeah, but Hank just like, they got a scene, I saw a scene where Hank's like in the shower screaming.
Not a
I don't even,
psycho?
Yeah, I don't even, some ceramic small room, it looked like a shower. This thing's shot so weird, you don't even know what it is.
Where he is.
Yeah, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs. And you know what they probably did? They probably took away his booze for about 5 minutes.
No, that was part of the...
Yeah, they just held the booze up off camera.
But I like the whole ritual with Hank drinking. He's sitting here, you know, he's a dwarf. He's got his bottle of vodka and Coke. And he's got a little cap on the bottle. He unscrews the cap, takes a sip, screws the cap back on.
What I was thinking was if he took care of his money, the way he takes care of that bottle,
right,
he'd be in great shape.
He'd be a rich man today.
He nurses and cares for that booze.
Here's a guy who wants to be Hank's stockbroker.
Ugh.
Marty?
Yeah.
You want to represent Hank in the stock market?
Yes, I do.
No, thanks.
I think with the proper financial planning, Hank will never run out of liquor or never have enough money for strip clubs.
I agree.
But see, that's what we're saying, Hank. We're not talking about restricting you. We're talking about making your money work for you so you have more of it.
Yeah, but I don't like other people investing.
He needs a good Jewish money manager. And here I am.
Right, Marty. Well, I don't think he cares.
Yeah. Howard, we
you don't like Jews anyway, right, Hank?
No, I like you. I like Doug. You're both Jews.
Oh, I'm not. Doug is.
You're getting him mixed up with Gary the retard.
Yeah, right. I heard Hank's pretty anti-Semitic, too.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Depends how drunk he is.
No.
What does he say?
No, you're not?
No, he's not.
He's not.
I just said that the first time I was out here for a laugh.
You were just doing some laughs, right? Okay.
I see.
All right. Thank you, sir.
So, Hank, what do you say?
I say,
Say yes. Just
No.
say yes.
No, he said no. He doesn't care. He doesn't want any more money.
Off.
Right.
I don't want money.
All right. So anyway, so Hank, I got to take a break, and then High Pitch Eric can come in here and kiss Benjy.
Okay.
And then Hank, I'll throw Hank out of here and stuff. Then we'll play the homeless game. We'll give away a trip to Los Angeles today.
To be on
Not
Party
yet.
of Five.
Yeah, win a trip to. I want to give Hank this prize. A trip to Los Angeles to
So who
participate
can he kiss?
in a special taping of Party of Five with special guest REM. Imagine Hank shows up on the set and he's all drunk.
I'm going to Los Angeles anyways.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going,
Oh, to meet Martin Landau.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
need
going,
your
he's going to be
trip.
in L.A. for a whole week. He's got like a whole, every night he's got something to do. He's doing appearances.
Really?
Yeah.
Who goes with him when he goes to Los Angeles?
Well, the people from the movie company are going to be taking care of him. Every
Movie company. Party of Five airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Fox. Because he needs someone to take care of him. He gets
right,
so
I
drunk.
was going to say, if he goes to Los Angeles alone, he may never show up at any of these appearances.
No, I've been to Los Angeles by myself.
Right.
You managed all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You managed to get lost.
Because I remember that time we tried to send him to, where, Memphis or someplace?
Orlando.
We better send a camera with him.
Showed up.
We better follow everything that goes on with him.
No, even people from the E! Channel in L.A.
Yeah, we want to shoot your meeting with Martin Landau. Where are you meeting him?
It's on that. It's the Egyptian Theater. It's a public screening.
I know
on
the Egyptian
February 22nd.
Theater.
You're going to be meeting with Martin Landau at the Egyptian Theater.
Well, there's going to be like other people because
Right.
I've never met Martin Landau.
Right.
There's two free public screenings Monday, February 22nd at 8 and 10 p.m. So Martin Landau's going to introduce the whole cast, including Hank, and I guess on stage will be...
Oh, so it's not really like hanging out. It's not like Hank's
No, but there is.
house.
They do. The movie company has set up time for Hank and Martin to
talk.
meet. Yes.
Special meeting. Special one-on-one.
I want to be there.
You can hang laughing.
Power meeting.
My first big power meeting.
We're sitting here with another Brando.
Right. And I'm treating him disrespectfully.
That's all right.
You should be kissing his ring.
You got to see this movie. You don't know what's going on in this movie.
But Martin Landau saw something in it.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen the whole thing.
I think they should take Martin Landau and lock him up.
He really is Bela Lugosi's.
I'm telling you. I think the toupee glue went right into his head. Martin Landau's a great actor.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this. All right, anyway, so that's Hank at Charlie's Angels in Carteret, New Jersey tonight. Go see him from 8 to midnight for the wet T-shirt contest. We'll be right back. High Pitch Eric will kiss Benjy on the mouth.
The Angry Dwarf. He's drunk, of course.
The Howard Stern Show.
Hi, this is Hank, the Angry Drunken Dwarf. Tonight on the E! Show, check out four-star Christy Lake Dial a Date.
If you were granted 3 wishes, what would they be?
Become the richest person in the world, to have sex with Pamela Anderson, and everybody who ever treated me like an asshole, I'd like to spend at least a month as a dwarf.
Right. Very good answer. Hey,
it's tough being a dwarf.
Of course it is, Rob. I'm tall and stuff. Hey, you know, speaking of Pamela Anderson, she is featured on this Saturday's show, a blockbuster interview, where, as a matter of fact, Pamela Anderson makes out with a Scores girl named Davida from England. It is hot. I mean, they make out. I have them doing it on the couch and then standing up in sexy outfits. And a very frank discussion of anal with the girls. You will love it. You should quit your job and get ready for this show on Saturday night. Hey, Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling has big news. His 3 Filthy Joke CDs and cassettes are only $12.
Oh, they're still available.
Plus $4 U.S. shipping. Valentine's
I
special.
thought he was telling me they were going to be taken off the market.
No, in fact, there's a Valentine's special. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING.
That's what your girlfriend would like.
Thursday, February 25th at Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. For information and to purchase CDs.
Is somebody going to get Jackie CD for Valentine's?
You give that to Hitler's mother. Visit jokeland.com. Wow. Coming up, the Homeless Game, where you can win a trip to Los Angeles to participate in a special taping of Party of 5 with musical guest REM. How's that for a prize? Party of 5 airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Fox, and we'll play the Homeless Game a little bit later in the show. And you can win that trip. Can actually appear on television. Imagine how exciting that is. Like Hank. Hank the Angry Dwarf is here. He'll be appearing at Charlie's Angels in Carteret, New Jersey tonight from 8 to midnight. He'll be judging a wet T-shirt contest. Doug was telling me during the commercials that he had Hank. What did you locked Hank in a closet for some reason?
No, I didn't get that mic, Hank.
Get on the mic.
Get some headphones on.
Get the headphones on. Get the mic.
All right.
See what happens when I walk away from...
Yeah, I know. All right, there he is.
No, I didn't. Here's the picture. I had 2 hotel rooms booked in Atlantic City, and there was a mistake with one of the reservations, so there was only 1 room.
Yeah.
It was a king-size bed, so I'm not going to put Hank in bed with me.
Right.
So they happen to be
I don't want to sleep with you.
They happen to be a decent-sized closet, so, hey, what the hell. I took
Why
the bed
was
cover.
in Atlantic City?
Oh, he was doing an appearance at a bachelor party.
So basically it was Hank's room.
Right. And Doug sleeps in the bed, and look at Hank in the closet.
You should have been in the closet, Doug.
You know,
I couldn't fit.
Why don't you put him in the bathtub and let him sleep in there?
He probably wouldn't have minded that either.
Right. Hank, you like sleeping on the floor in a closet? Hey, you're the star. You should be in the bed.
That's your bed he was sleeping in.
Yeah.
I know I should beat him up right now.
Look at that picture. There's a picture. There is a picture of Hank in the closet.
Because there was a mistake with the room, it gave him an extra $200.
Right.
So.
God.
Doug, that was his bed.
It was only one night.
You were comfortable, right? I made sure he was comfortable.
What'd you do? You put a bunch of blankets down on the floor?
Yeah, I put the bed cover, and then I covered it with the sheet, and then I put a towel over that also. And
that was his
I got an
bed,
extra
Doug.
blanket.
It's all right. I was comfortable on that, and when I got the $200, I was even more comfortable.
There you go.
The inhumanity of it all.
Oh, come on.
Once Doug put him in a shoebox. Where were you guys going on an airplane, right?
Keeps him in a drawer.
I like when the airlines won't let Hank on because he's too drunk.
Yeah.
That just happened
before.
That happened before.
A week and a half ago.
Really? Where were you going?
He was.
Well, he wasn't with me. Doug wasn't with me.
He was with Nicole Bass in Harrisburg.
Well,
Hey,
no,
Hank?
Nicole wasn't there, though.
Hank, here's a tissue, man. You got a big piece of schnoz hanging out there.
Oh.
Yeah, just nostril it. Yeah. Do me a favor, because that's going to make me throw up. All right, thank you.
Jesus! No, I got a wicked bad cold.
You got a bad cold? Oh,
Wicked bad.
good. I'm glad you're near me. That's what I want to catch. All right, that's enough wiping. Please. Oh, man.
Well, if you want to catch more of a cold, then let me wipe a little more.
No, please. Please, I'm going to throw up.
I'm all right now.
This guy's so loaded, he could sleep on a bed of nails. I don't even, the closet's too good for him. It wouldn't make a difference. So drunk. So what happened? You went on you had to go where?
He was really wasted. It was after an appearance.
No kidding.
At this club, Woody's in somewhere in Pennsylvania. Anyway.
Harrisburg.
That's it. So the next day he was at the airport, and apparently he got so. Nicole Bass couldn't even describe how drunk. I said he was sloshed like she's never seen anything like.
Right, he was hammered.
So they had to run him to the gate, and I guess there was a long corridor for the at the airport. So they put him in a wheelchair to get him there quicker. And he was falling out of the wheelchair. Wow. He was like,
he fell out of the wheelchair?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he did. I have the story from 2 different people.
It was a great day.
And he didn't get on the plane because he was too drunk.
Right.
So he had to go to Philadelphia to get the next plane because he missed all the planes going back to Providence.
He sobered up a little. Yeah.
I don't know what he did.
Yeah.
A mess.
Well, no. I paid for the cab from Harrisburg, which is like about 100 and something plus.
Hank with some money in his pocket.
Right. Any money he makes goes.
Well, luckily I was paying cash. It cost me about 160.
Hank's like John Madden. He needs special travel arrangements.
Right. He can't fly.
Yeah, he can't fly.
He needs his own bus.
He's been good. He's actually gone to a bunch of appearances on his own, completely alone, and he's been really responsible and fine. But this one was a disaster.
Right.
Every once in a while he's got to slip back.
Yeah, I don't know what makes a good Hank appearance. I think it's when he's a disaster. It's a good appearance.
Not afterwards when he's going home.
No. The traveling can't be bad. You know, the appearance he can be sloshed at.
Well, hey,
people are paying to see him sloshed.
Howard, at least I made it there.
Right. Okay. Listen, real quick, High Pitch Eric wants to get this Jewish rap star on.
Yeah.
Oh, tell him to castrate himself.
So he's going to come in with his shirt off and kiss Benjy.
Benjy
who works for us. Oh, God, your body is hideous. High Pitch Eric is hideous.
Everybody
Where's
was walking
Benjy?
around outside saying, rub the Buddha, rub the Buddha.
Yeah, get Benjy out here. All right, there's High Pitch Eric shirtless.
Hey, Howard.
Hold on, we'll get the Jewish rapper in here for a minute. Why are you doing this for the Jewish rapper?
Because he wanted to promote his songs.
Yeah, but what do you get out of it?
Hank, you're even disgusted by High Pitch Eric, right?
Well, as long as he doesn't do anything.
All right. All right, Benjy, you going to kiss High Pitch Eric?
He's not kissing me.
All right.
I'm not even sitting next to him.
Yeah, actually, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Because I didn't ask for any specific reward. But to top this, would you give me any challenge to get on Party of 5?
Well, that's for the audience. You're working here.
Oh.
It's a giveaway.
Oh, we can't win a prize.
Benjy, maybe you should take your shirt off, too. That would be funny.
Yeah, a naked kiss.
Kids can hug.
There you go. All right, go ahead. You two guys kiss each other.
Come on. I just want to wipe your lips first.
No, not with that. You can't put that
It's an all-purpose cleaner.
No, you can't put that on.
Benjy.
Come on.
Poison it.
Stop.
No, don't put that in.
Come on.
No.
It's poison.
It's disgusting.
Causes cancer.
What is that? What is that?
Kids. It's an all-purpose.
What's the name of that?
Or something.
It's fantastic. Yeah, it's an all-purpose.
Fantastic. You just pour it on your lips?
There's lethal. It does not say anything about don't swallow it.
Oh, my God.
So why is this on? This black tape over here?
That's to mark out the label.
But, Benjy, you don't put fantastic on your lips.
It's for kids. It's an all-purpose
It
cleaner.
causes cancer.
We don't spray that on your
It's a
kids.
cleaner.
Where does it say for kids? Does it say for kids?
All purposes. Kids.
Yeah,
all
it says keep
All purposes.
He's
not cleaning something.
Benjy, you work for me?
Get rid of it, Hank.
Right here. Keep out of the reach of children. I won't.
Yeah, right there. Keep out of the reach of
Even I
children.
won't
Yeah,
drink it.
keep it away from Benjy.
All right, but you just kiss the guy real quick.
Howard.
All right, go ahead. Now kiss
You
him.
will help me get a girl sometime, right?
What?
You will help me get a girl sometime.
I'll help you. All right, you deserve it. If you kiss this guy.
And also, this doesn't mean anything, all right?
Okay.
This is just the moment. This is just now.
Eric, High Pitch Eric, are you gay?
Yes.
Oh,
my
God. No, I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend.
Are you attracted to Benjy at all?
Hank, you're walking
I mean, I think Benjy's a nice guy and stuff.
Where's Hank going?
He can't stand it. He wants to leave.
Hank, just get back over there.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
Can I address the...
Get the wireless on Hank. Something's going on over there. What's the matter with you?
He's repulsed.
Hank is a drunken dwarf is getting up and leaving. Hank, you're disgusted by this?
Of course.
You want to leave?
No.
All right, sit back down.
Where were you going?
Where were you going then?
He doesn't know.
What were you doing?
Well, it's just that, you know, if there were two girls having lesbians, then I can understand that.
Right, okay. All right.
You were disgusted.
Eric, Hypercharge, are you gay or not?
Robin, kind of, yeah.
Go ahead, Hypercharge.
I always get turned down of girls because of my voice.
Howard, can I address this a second?
Yeah.
Because, Eric, there's some weird issues with you. Ganji's friends with a guy who's a weatherman. I won't even give the network that he's at.
Right.
But Eric just saw the guy on TV and thought he was interesting, so he calls the guy nonstop and asks the guy to, like, hang out.
Really?
What's that about, Eric?
I don't know which guy this is that you're talking.
How many weathermen do you call?
Well, I call someone at Channel 4, a weather guy.
How about the one at Channel 2?
Channel 2, yeah.
You like weather guys.
So you saw him, you liked him, and you called him?
I saw him once.
And do you call him a lot?
No.
That's not what
How often have you called the guy?
I called him like once or twice just to say hello.
They want to know which way the wind blows.
Because Ganji met this guy. This guy says Eric calls him like a lot and asks him to hang out.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you want to hang out with the weather? Are you gay?
I'm not gay. I mean, I like to meet new people.
So why don't you call Lisa Huff, the hot black chick at Channel 4, and hang out with her? She's a cute woman.
I don't like her.
Yeah, because she's a woman.
You like girls?
I like girls, but I get turned down because of my voice by all these girls I talk to.
Right.
I go to bars, I get turned down from them.
So now you're thinking like maybe are you attracted to Benjy at all?
Benjy's a nice guy.
Yeah. Benjy finally meeting with some success.
First person on the show to say, like, he's slightly interested.
And Benjy's a wacko, too, because Benjy was explaining to me...
I'm going to throw it from Hank coughing up.
Hank is having a meltdown.
Benjy was just explaining to me that Eric's going to kiss him, but he's not going to kiss him back.
I see.
Well, wait a minute. It's going to be a half-hearted kiss?
No, it's got a kiss.
I said I will passively accept a kiss. There's no tongue. If they stick a circle up between us, there's no tongue going on between us. I'll tongue for Party of 5.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Howard's going to vomit.
I would tongue
Hank,
for Party
can you get Hank out of here? I'm going to throw up.
Howard?
Why should I throw up?
Howard?
You're making me sick. I swear I'm going to vomit from you. Oh, my God.
I would tongue for Party of 5.
All right, look, I don't care about the Party of 5. Just kiss. You two guys kiss, because I think I'm really...
high-pitched...
Benjy, you might be gay.
Yeah. No, I'm not. You know you don't think I'm gay.
No, I don't think you're gay. I didn't think so until now. All right, go ahead. Kiss Hypercharge.
Eyes open.
Oh, my God.
That's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
No, the more disgusting is you vomiting into that little pail just over there. I don't know what he did.
I didn't vomit.
He has soft lips, I gotta say.
But your lips weren't open.
Yeah, it was a kiss.
What did that feel like?
Huh?
Two guys kissing.
It felt like a slug on my lips, kind of like two slugs.
I think it felt pretty good.
So you would like to do it again?
All right, listen. What is okay now? Hypercharge, you've earned the right to introduce us to the
Jewish rapper.
The Jewish rapper.
Yes.
Eric, have you ever had sex with a man? Seriously?
No.
You've not?
No.
Have you ever kissed a man with your mouth open?
This is the first time I kissed a man.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I want to meet a girl, but it's hard for me.
Right.
Benjy is still cleaning up with Fantastic.
Well, why do girls turn me down?
I don't know. You're very attractive.
I say learn to sign. Pretend you're deaf. Can't speak.
Right.
Oh, you know what? I thought my legs were shaking because I was so nervous. It's you. Like, Eric's
cold. It's freezing.
All right, what is with this Jewish rapper? What do? You do rap tunes?
Yeah, I do a rap. I'm with a band called Schlock Rock, and I'm the rapper. I'm the energy. I'm the unbridled energy.
All right, you want to do a little something for us? After all, your friend here just helped you out.
They're humiliated.
These guys are actually famous in the Jewish world. I've heard of them.
Really?
About 4 years.
The Jewish world.
It's a world. It's a small.
The Jewish world is right out on the street here. It's called Manhattan. Go ahead. What do you almost look black, if I may say.
Yeah, okay, so I'm dark-skinned.
Right.
And, yeah, I
Hold on a second. What did you ask Hank?
I just want to have him sit on my lap.
I'm not sitting on his lap.
Would you kiss him, Hank, please?
Hank, kiss High Pitch Eric.
Come on.
No.
Kiss him.
Kiss him.
No.
For a bottle of vodka?
Yes. No.
$200.
I will quit drinking before I do that.
Kiss him, Eric.
Eric, you want to kiss Hank the Angry Dwarf?
How much money you got, Eric?
Can I kiss your hand?
Shaking his hand is more disgusting than kissing him.
Just once.
For money. Hit the microphone on Eric. He's coming on to Hank.
Oh.
Get away from me.
On my hands.
I'm moving out of here.
On my hands sweaty.
No.
On my hands. On my hands sweaty.
Hank, would you let him kiss your hand?
Well, that would be gay.
All right. Well, take your headphones off. Take your headphones off.
There we go.
He keeps leaving.
Sit back down. Sit back down over there.
I don't want to sit next to him.
All right.
What's wrong? Are you,
Why? Because he wanted to kiss you? He likes you.
Afraid of gay?
Are you homophobic? Sit back down.
Oh, it's so funny.
Wait, what did you say?
He touches me, he's going to wake up in the next millennium.
No, he's not. He wouldn't touch you against your will. He's a gentleman. Hi, Pachark, you're not going to touch him, are you?
No.
Are you a homophobe, Hank?
I'd love to see Hank beat him up.
I have nothing against him, but I don't want him coming around to me.
So, Hank, if we had an accident, can you help me pick up girls?
All right, listen. All right. Jewish rapper, please. This is going to make me nuts. Go ahead and let me hear you rap.
Now, to give you something. It's Friday night and I'm back from shul. I smell the food and I start to drool. Shalom Aleichem has already been said. I bless the children, but before we're fed, we start kicking the kiddish on the grapevine. And I know pretty soon everything will be fine. So we wash this way and wash that way. We make the blessing. Now it's time to say the motzi. Making a motzi. Ayo, ayo. Making a motzi. Making a motzi. Ayo, ayo. After I eat my piece of bread, I think and realize what I have said. Praise and thanks to the one above, the creator of the world, who I know and love. Now I have a big smile. I do not frown, because I know that it's time to munch on down on everything that's sitting right on my plate. All because I made a motzi. Making a motzi. Ayo, ayo. It's not just for the Sabbath, this thing we do, but during the week, you can say it too. Before you eat any kind of bread, this blessing, hamotzi, must be said. As a matter of fact, it's a pretty good deal. All the rest of the food that's in your meal is covered by a motzi. Enough is said. Enjoy your food. Now enjoy your bread. Making a motzi. Making a motzi. Ayo, ayo. Making a motzi. Making a motzi.
All right, very good.
You get it.
I can see why Jews are not in the rest.
He's no homo.
Very good.
I'm awesome.
Really? Okay.
I'm fantastic.
All right, what is your name? Go ahead. Give yourself...
Eitan Goldman, Eitan G.
Eitan G is your rap name?
Yeah, Eitan G and a half.
That's called what, Making a Motzi?
Making a Motzi, yeah.
All right, very good. And Benjy, thank you for kissing High Pitch Eric.
Thank you for kissing High Pitch Eric.
You're welcome.
Eric, I don't know where you're going with all this. I don't know why it's so important for you to get this Jewish rap star on, but you've done it, and thank you for coming on here. You don't have any appearances, do you, High Pitch Eric?
No, I wish. I want to get started here. I want to get something going.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Benjy, you want to kiss Eric goodbye?
Oh, can I give out my voicemail if any girls want to call me up?
Oh!
All right, go ahead.
All right, my voicemail numbers, and not too many people call it up. I get charged for extras. 212-642-5335. Looking for a cute Jewish girl.
All right, there you go. And certainly you're on your way. At least you kissed a guy today, and maybe next you'll get a girl.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you think I'll ever get a girl?
No.
No, I don't.
Go for Benjy.
I think you're having trouble getting Benjy.
Benjy, you want to go out tonight?
What are you doing?
I don't know. It's up to you. Go tomorrow night.
Nah.
You can take a stroll.
It was just a moment.
Why is Eric calling Weatherman?
I don't know.
You know, he also comes up to all the other DJs here, too.
Like I said, Howard, he wants to know which way the wind blows.
All right, you were funny the first time. All right, listen. Hank the Angry Dwarf will be appearing at Charlie's Angels in Carteret, New Jersey tonight from 8 to midnight. He'll be judging a wet T-shirt contest. Hank will also be appearing at the WJFK Clothing for the Community Charity Drive this Saturday, February 13th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the AMF Timonium Bowling Center in Baltimore. You can stop by and donate clothing to be distributed to the needy. I think Hank is the needy.
Very appreciative of any clothes.
Hank will be at the movie The Shoeshine Boys. He stars in it in 2 free public screenings in Los Angeles, Monday, February 22nd at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. at the Egyptian Theater. And he'll be there with Martin Landau in a private meeting. Imagine that. All right. Well, thank you to our whole panel. I got to say, every range of emotion went through me during this exciting interview. I've never seen anything like it. Congratulations to all of you. And when I come back, Robin, I'll give away that trip to Los Angeles to participate in a special taping of Party of 5 with musical guest REM. Party of 5 airs Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Fox.
I like REM.
Special, you like them? Good. Special.
He likes RUM.
Yes. What did you say?
I said he likes RUM.
Right. Do you drink rum?
That'd be too normal.
I do drink rum.
You do drink rum.
Yeah, drink anything. What are you talking about?
You know, we could probably ask questions of Hanky Angry Dwarf and see what he knows and bet on it.
No, but I do like the group REM.
Right.
There's actually a lot of liquors he won't drink, though, he told me. He's very specific about what he won't drink.
Oh, really?
What won't he drink?
Just about nothing.
Did you say there's...
Yeah, you have a list of stuff you won't drink, isn't there? Or are you too drunk to...
Does he have a rider in his contract when he appears places, like drinks he won't have?
No.
Hank, do you do Jaeger shots?
I don't even know what they are.
You don't know what Jägermeister is?
Nope.
Really?
I don't like Goldschlager.
He's old school.
What's Goldschlager?
Some type of...
The flex in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Klexical.
I have no idea what it is. It's like, yeah,
Wow.
it does have the flex in it.
There's actual drinks he won't
You
have.
want the real stuff.
It's a very short list, but
Right.
there is.
All right, guys, listen, we're going to take a break. When we come back, this is a fascinating world, and I could live in it for a couple more hours, but I have to go. And when
I have to go.
Yes.
unless we ask you questions and bet on your answers.
How about that?
Want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Hyper Cherokee is pretty dumb, too.
Hey, I'm not dumb.
Let's do it with
You don't think? You don't think you're dumb? You guys think we can come up with some questions real quick for Hank and play the special version of the homeless game with Hank?
I'm sure we have millions in the computer, too. So.
Let's ask him a sample question.
Yeah.
All right, well, what's one of the typical questions?
Let's see.
Square root of 81.
What's the square root of 81, Hank?
Oh, come on. There we go.
Right. Come on, go ahead. Just shh. Nobody give the answer. 263?
Close. 70.
273. All right. Hyper Cherokee, square root of 81.
Square root of 81, is that 9?
Yes.
Right, 9. 9 is the answer.
No, it's 7.
What?
No, it's when you multiply the same number, but it's...
So what's 9 times 9?
9 times 9 is 81.
So the square root of 81 is what?
Well, you said 280.
You said 200. Get close on that microphone. You said 281.
He said the square root of 81.
This is the point where the booze is really kicking in.
Right.
No, all right.
I'll ask you another question.
All right.
You ready?
What's the...
What's the capital of New York?
Albany.
All right.
All right.
You got to give him a gimme.
Yeah.
Name a country in Europe.
France.
All right. See, he knows
He
some
might
stuff.
be too smart for this.
No, we're going to ask other questions.
Name one poultry.
Chicken.
Yeah, see, he's too smart.
Yeah.
How many sides on a pentagon?
5.
Yeah, see?
All right.
You're too bright for the game.
Point to your cranium. Or say where your cranium is.
Right, pointed to his head.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, so you're pretty smart.
He's a genius.
See, he would know
What do you
how
think?
many...
I'm an idiot? I got an IQ about 120.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
It's better than I got.
Yeah, yours as well.
What's the chemical formula for water?
H2O.
Yeah, he's too smart.
All right, we
about
can't
alcohol?
play with him.
All right, what weighs more, a pound of feathers or a pound of lead?
They weigh the same.
Right.
Get him.
Wow.
Who's buried in Grant's tomb?
Correct.
Hank soon.
Sleeps on.
He should be cremated.
He'll burn for days.
Right. All right, so you're too smart for the homeless game. When we come back, we'll do the homeless game. We'll give away the trip to Los Angeles.
What?
All right. Can I stay on here for one more?
Well, you want to bet on the homeless game?
No. No, this is just a joke I want to say. I think I might have said it before.
What? Oh, you want to do a joke right now before we leave? All right, let Hank do a joke, and then we'll all leave.
All
right.
You stay, I'll leave. All right, go ahead.
All right.
Is it dirty?
No.
No, okay. All right.
No.
Now tell us the most...
Imagine being in a bar with him, a dwarf, telling you a joke.
The Iranians were in a war. They didn't have a country yet.
Hank, feel up Eric. Just touch his breast.
Yeah,
Just touch Hyper.
No.
Okay.
They're just trying to find a name for the country. So as soon as one of these soldiers comes running up to his general.
Wait. What is it again? The Iranians are trying to what? Find what?
A name for the country.
Okay. So one of the generals
Yes, the Iranians.
Iranians, or you mean the Iraqis?
No, Iranians.
Oh, Iranians.
Iranians.
All right, okay.
No, so the Iranians...
But the Iranians have a name for their country.
No. You got to go along with the joke.
Before Iran was called Iran. Because it was called Persia before Iran.
I know that.
All right. So this is before it was called Persia.
No, this is just a joke.
This is a joke. Get close to the microphone.
All right.
It works if you're really drunk.
One of the soldiers comes running up to his general, right? Because they're fighting a war.
Good.
And
Look at
he
Eric.
goes, "What happened? What happened?" He goes, "Well, I saw the enemy." And the general goes, "What happened?" Goes, "I ran." That's how they got the name.
Wow.
Oh, and he's cracking up.
So why? You should open for Jackie, Westbury Music Fair.
You should have him opening for you.
You like that one,
You can open my vodka.
I like you.
He's the mini Foster Brooks.
It's so hard to get rid of him now because he's kicking now.
Now he's kicking in with the alcohol.
Oh, yeah, it's really kicking him now.
I'm killing him.
You got another joke?
Yeah, more.
Do you have another joke?
Do I have it?
Another joke.
I don't think so.
Yes, I do.
Good. What's another joke?
Fascinating. All right, then I got to take a break. I got yelled at yesterday. I don't take enough breaks.
All right,
Go ahead.
all right, good.
Go, do your joke. Quickly.
No, because I got to think of it. I got too
All
many of them.
right. You know what? We'll save it for next time.
Next
Okay.
time he'll come on and do a set.
High Pitch Eric, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and Benjy, thanks for kissing High Pitch Eric. I can't believe High Pitch Eric would kiss Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Wait, you're saying...
I didn't want him to.
I know you don't.
Wait, you're saying you're surprised he would do him before me or something like that?
No, I'm not saying anything. Okay, and I want to thank the Jewish rapper. What is your name again?
Eitan G.
Eitan G. Okay, all right. And Doug, thank you. Potential clients, all of them. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Hi.
Wow.
How are you?
You're not wearing pants today.
Look how
Take
great
those
you look
off.
hot.
I'm talking about your legs on the air all week.
Oh,
can't
you want me to
pants.
wear a skirt?
You need to wear a skirt.
All right.
I've been talking. You do look hot.
You want to go over Katie now?
Yeah.
Benjy wrote a note earlier that her mother is actually Jewish.
I have that too.
A little bit of an issue.
I have that in my
Or
note.
might have been in her life.
Yeah, but she was raised Presbyterian. I'm like, you're Jewish.
Right, and I don't think she didn't come out with it until like 6-7 years ago.
It wasn't cool to be Jewish back then.
So on Wednesday, I went and did the Katie Couric show, and Katie is now returning the favor, coming in here to promote the fact that I'm on her show today. So Katie Couric is here. I'm very excited. I have a million questions for Katie Couric, Robin.
Okay.
I'm very, very
excited.
Katie!
You can turn the table and now interview
That's
her.
right. How do you feel being up this early in the morning? It's like being back at the Today Show for you.
Great. I feel great. It's
Do
a
you?
beautiful day outside. I'm here talking to you, Howard.
We had this horrible weekend.
I know.
The weather
right?
was awful, and then all of a sudden, it's beautiful when we have to go back to work.
Well, it was pretty yesterday. A little chilly, but it was
okay.
pretty. Yeah.
What is your schedule like on any given day doing the Katie Couric show? Are you taping today?
No, I'm not
do not.
taping today. I'm taping a show tomorrow, 2 on Thursday and 1 on Friday. So
I was shocked doing your show that we were there from 1:30 to 4:30.
I know. I'm so sorry, Howard, but you had fun, right?
I had a good time, but what upset me when I went home was that I feel we did a really good interview for 2 hours.
Well, you know what I was thinking? I was
And
going to
someone's
talk
gonna
to them.
edit it.
I know, but I was going to talk to them, to the producers, and see if we could run a second show with some of the material that we couldn't use in the first. Because I think,
it was
you know what
good.
happened? You know, you never know, Howard, even you, how good a guest is going to be and how forthcoming and
You're right.
generous. And so we did go a little overboard, but you gave us such great material. We had so, I don't know about you, but I had so much fun talking to you.
I had a fabulous time doing your
And
show.
it was actually, you know, I liked the fact that it was fun, but it was also serious. You know, I think we had a serious conversation about a lot of different things.
Well, it made me realize what a good interviewer you are, because people have said to me, gee, Howard, you do a good job, because people get relaxed and they start talking. You're the same way, and I think it's harder on TV when you have that whole audience.
Right.
I think the audience can get in the way. When you were a news person or on the Today Show, you didn't have that audience in your face.
I think the audience is a mixed bag. I think for some people, they can get a lot of energy from the audience. I think you did this too, Howard. You sort of turn and you talk to the audience. You acknowledge that they're there. It's sort of like being on stage. And so for some people, I think it's energizing. For other people, it's off-putting. But I know what you mean, because I think when it's just one-on-one, there is kind of an intimacy that develops between two people.
I think people will like seeing the show today, the Katie Couric Show. What time is it on in New York? It's on
3 o'clock.
But it's on all different times throughout the country.
Mostly 3 and 4, really, throughout the country. It's syndicated, so stations put it at different times.
That's sort of Oprah's old time period, 3 and 4 o'clock, right? Do you think your show would have come about if Oprah was still on the air? Was there room enough for another show?
I don't think so. I mean, it's really hard to even do it now, to start a show in this current climate. You know what's going on with the fragmented media landscape, and to really get viewers to be excited, especially I think at that hour of the day. There's a certain set of viewers that are available, and sometimes not as many people, say, who are around in the morning who kind of make something like this or the Today Show or GMA part of their morning routines. It's a little harder, I think, for 3 or 4 in the afternoon even.
Do you worry about the economics of your show? They got to pay you X amount of dollars, and to put on the show is expensive.
Yeah.
Could someone, again, make that kind of money like Oprah did, or is that a thing of the past?
I don't know. I think it's increasingly difficult to really get that kind of market share in the current climate. But, that doesn't mean that, of course, the listeners who listen to you, the viewers who watch me, it's a wonderful platform. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, the show's fun to do.
I like it because there's so much variety. Last week I did a piece on the military, saluting the troops and talking about PTSD. I really like, first of all, I love interviewing interesting people. For example, when we did the show. But I also like talking about important issues and topics, whether...
Do you worry, though, if you do a show on post-traumatic stress syndrome, do you worry that the ratings will go down?
Yeah, I sort of... That's in the back of my mind, Howard, but honestly, I came to this wanting to tackle some important issues, wanting to hopefully illuminate some topics that don't get enough airtime in other venues. And so my feeling is, this is who I am, this is what I care about, this is what I'm curious about.
But do you have people who come into your office every day and say, hey, Katie, it's great that you're into post-traumatic stress syndrome and you want to help people, but the ratings dropped by X amount of people?
They kind of say, it didn't do that well, but then I say, oh, well, that's okay.
You really don't get affected by that?
No, I don't, because I think at this point in my career, Howard, I want to do quality stuff. And if people don't want to listen to the stuff that I'm interested in doing,
you'll leave.
That's okay. It really is okay. So I want it to do well, but I don't feel this incredible pressure that, oh my God, I'll have to do anything to make to get more viewers or to make whatever.
What do you like better? You like doing hard? You see, I don't think many people realize that when you started out, and I think you've had a charmed life in a sense.
Well,
I'm talking
in
about
some ways,
in
maybe.
career. Charmed in the sense that you got out of college where you were a Tri-Delta, so was my wife, which I'm amazed because and when I went to college, nobody even would want me in a fraternity. Like no one, there was no fraternity for me.
And now you're married to a beautiful sorority girl.
A Tri-Delta, yes. But when you went to college, you get out and you start, I forget where you started working, like right away you had a job, a great job.
No, not really. I was basically a desk assistant at ABC, Howard. I was making coffee, answering the phone. I had to bug the hell out of them to get them to hire me. I had to keep going, and you should hear how I kind of figured out how to get upstairs to talk to the bureau chief of ABC News in Washington.
You didn't sleep with him at all?
No. What happened was I applied for all these jobs. I didn't hear from anyone, so I said to my mom, can you drive me down to the ABC News Bureau in Washington? So we get in our Buick station wagon. She drops me off. I go inside. I say to the security guard, can I go up and say hello to George Watson, who was then the deputy? He was the bureau chief, or Kevin Delaney was the deputy bureau chief. And they said, well, no, do you have an appointment? I said, no. And I said, well, can I call Davy Newman? And they said, okay. So I picked up the security phone, and Davy Newman was the executive producer of World News Tonight.
That's ballsy.
And I said, hey, Davy, you don't really know me, but my sister Kiki went to high school with your twin brothers, Steve and Eddie Newman, and I'm wondering if I can just come and say hi and introduce myself quickly.
You had balls.
I did.
Do you think you had balls because your father was a journalist, right?
Yes, yeah.
So when you're around that kind of vibe, I don't even know why you would pick journalism when your father's a journalist. Maybe if you were a boy, it would have been different, but do you feel that sense of competition with your own father,
Oh,
right?
no, not at all. Not at all. He was a print journalist. He worked for the Atlanta Constitution, United Press, and then he went into PR because I think he had a hard time supporting 4 kids
as a
on
journalist.
a reporter's salary.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. Not at all. In fact, he was so proud of me, and the one thing I think he encouraged me to go into journalism because the one thing that I could do decently, I could write well, and I wrote well under pressure, and I was very outgoing. So then I thought, well, why not try television? Because the doors were opening for women in broadcasting, and I thought, it's more lucrative.
Yeah, but you got the job at ABC, and then you went to CNN right away, too.
Yeah, but, George Watson left ABC, started CNN, so I went as an assistant assignment. I mean, I really worked my way up,
I know.
Howard,
I don't think people realize that of you, because when you went to CBS News, guys like Dan Rather gave you such crap.
Yeah, that was sort of disconcerting, actually. And, he'd been very, very kind to me throughout my career. I had met him on a number of occasions covering hearings on Capitol Hill. I think I saw him during the Clarence Thomas hearings, and he was incredibly gracious and generous. And I don't know, I think he was colored by the very bad experience he had at CBS. So I think he was
but it was so sexist. He said they're bringing in Katie Couric to tart it up.
Yeah,
to
that
tart
was
it up.
odd,
A tart
wasn't
is a prostitute. You know what I mean? It was
really? I don't know if a tart is a prostitute.
Well, I think that implies that you're just some cheap.
Floozy.
A floozy.
Yeah.
In other words, you're going to floozy it up on the news, and they're trying to bring sex appeal. That was awfully archaic thinking, I think.
Yeah, I was surprising, actually, and disappointing. But what are you going to do, Howard?
You ever run into him?
No, I haven't run into him, actually.
What would you say? Do you think you'd be friendly?
I think I would say, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I think I would be cordial, and I guess I would have to read him to see how he would respond to me, but that was disappointing and actually kind of surprising for him.
Yeah, I mean, Andy Rooney sandbagged you. I feel.
Well, I think, what happened is, I think because Les Moonves brought me in, and I think one of the things you have to have when you come to an organization is the support of the rank and file. And I think when there's a top-down thing that goes on, and I think CBS in particular is a very traditional network, and they are very, and to their credit, very loyal to people who work there. And I think I was viewed as an outsider who came in and hadn't worked my way up the CBS ladder.
Whenever the president of the entertainment division brings in a news person, news people get completely pissed off for 2 reasons. Number one, the entertainment division is willing to pay people a lot of money to bring them in. And you came in at a high salary for a news person.
Well, it's really what I was making at the Today Show.
Right.
Yeah.
About $15 million. And so the news people go, oh, she's making $15 million, and rah, 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 rah. And they undermine you. They do. They undermine you. I was shocked because when you did your interview with Sarah Palin, I thought more people would praise you. I think that was one of the single best interviews I've ever seen anywhere. Sarah Palin. When I watch that thing, and I've watched it probably 50 times, to me it's a lesson on how to interview someone.
Well, actually that interview did get a lot of praise and support. I think that later when she talked about it publicly, it was more criticized. But initially when it aired, Howard, it got... I didn't get much criticism at all, even from Republicans. I think most people thought it was incredibly fair, and that I didn't sandbag her, that the questions were not gotcha questions. They were basically questions, in my mind, that required accumulated knowledge and an ability to be a critical thinker.
When you prepared to interview Sarah Palin, did you go in with the attitude that this is not a bright woman?
No, I went in with the attitude as that there was a lot that was not known about her, how she would govern, what her opinion was on certain policy issues, how she felt. I mean, she had just gone to the UN and met with all these world leaders. I wanted to know her take on foreign policy issues, on Iran, nuclear weapons. I mean, I really approached it as I would have approached any political candidate who was not that well known.
I think she underestimated you. I think she thought, oh, she used to be from the Today Show. She's going to ask me some light, fluffy questions.
You know, that always bothers me because I think anybody who watched the Today Show when I was on it, and when Matt and I did so many serious, hard-hitting interviews, and with a whole variety of people, whether they were CEOs like Lee Iacocca or David Duke when he was running for office.
Even when Matt first came to the show, you were the one who got all the serious interviews.
That's
Hi,
true.
Robin.
Yeah,
How are you? Nice to hear your voice, Robin.
By the way, I do talk about Robin in my Katie Couric searing interview, the intense interview.
Yes, he said the nicest things about you, Robin.
My Robin, of course.
You know, but you're right. So that I think because the Today Show provides you with so much variety. So 1 minute you may be interviewing Ahmadinejad, and the next minute you may be doing a cooking segment or the hottest jeans for summer. You know, so I think as a result, people don't look at your your body of work, so to speak, which always sounds so pretentious, in toto. You know, they kind of remember the fun moments when you're flying across the plaza dressed in a Peter Pan outfit, and they kind of dismiss the moments when you're doing serious interviews.
So when you did the Sarah Palin interview, after you get done with something like that, do you know you have gold, or were you shocked by the reaction?
You know, I wasn't sure what the reaction was going to be because I think because the country is so polarized, I thought that people who did not like her, did not support her, would feel that even more strongly, that they would dislike her more. And I thought that people who supported her would basically blame me for the questions I asked and excuse anything that she did during the course of that interview. So I thought it would basically
make people more entrenched. And is that the way it played out? No. How did anyone vote for her after that?
Well, I think what happened was there was this sort of swath of undecided voters, kind of more moderate voters, who were really on the fence. And if you remember at that moment in time during the campaign, the trajectory for Obama was kind of flatlining a little bit. And Sarah Palin had given this riveting, I mean, she did an incredible job at the convention because she was like a politician the likes of which nobody had ever seen before.
It was an amazing performance. Yeah.
I mean, she was so accessible and funny, and you know, she was an incredibly appealing candidate.
So do you think you were, I'm not going to say totally responsible, but somewhat responsible for Obama winning?
No, I mean,
would.
I would say that I think for this broad swath of undecided voters, I think they saw this interview, they thought, gee, this is the person who's going to be a heartbeat away from the presidency. John McCain had multiple instances of melanoma. Thank goodness his health is good. He was just in Syria, meeting with rebels. And, you know, so I think it really gave people pause. And they thought, not only about her, but I think about Senator McCain's judgment in selecting her.
Yeah, I think it changed a lot of people's opinion. When I saw the answer to the periodicals, when I saw her answer about Russia being like she's doing business with them because they're near Alaska. And
you know what's so interesting? That whole question about what do you read, that was kind of an afterthought for me because that was at the end of our second interview. We had done one interview in New York, and then we did a second one in Ohio after a campaign appearance, and we had to do a walk and talk.
You were walking
we wanted
down
to
a
get
road.
some B-roll, for the interview. And I was curious because when anyone is so extreme in their political ideology, I'm always curious, like, what made them that way? What shaped them? What did they have a formative experience? Was it their parents? What do they read that kind of helps reinforce that on a daily basis?
It was a softball question. If any of the questions were softball, it was a throwaway.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, what do you read when you wake up in the morning?
It was. I think she was so aggravated with me by that point that she just was very defensive about it. And she said, you know, people in Alaska read. And I said, you know, I thought I wasn't suggesting that. But I thought it was interesting, and I wonder if she in her own mind has gone back and thought, gee, maybe I should have said I read every newspaper in Alaska because I'm governor of that state, or I read every national newspaper, and, you know, Katie, I Google things. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think she's the type of person who goes back and thinks about what she says. I don't think she reflects. No, not at all. I think she's thought, Katie Couric tried to screw me. I don't like her. It's that simple.
But
you
have
know?
you ever run into her again?
I haven't. You know, I did invite her to come on my show.
Oh, how great would that be?
But, you know, in a way, I think the purity of that interview and that experience and that exchange sort of should... part of me feels like, you know... I mean, it would be a very different interview now because she's not running for office. And
it would take away, now that you bring that up, I agree with you, that it would take away from the purity of the interview because you guys would sit there and do sort of a nicer interview and who knows, maybe even try to explain away some of it, and she'd put a spin on it, and I don't know. I think it would ruin everything. I do.
I have very mixed feelings about it. Well, needless to say, I've extended the invitation, and I have not heard back from her.
What are you doing about this whole Today Show controversy now? I mean...
Me? What am I doing?
Yes, because I want to know your thoughts. Yes, she does. She has to step in and straighten it out.
I'll take care of it, Howard.
You had decided after the CBS News thing that you might consider going back to the Today Show, after, I guess, Meredith Vieira left, that you would join Matt again at the desk, and that... then the plan would be after the 2 years that you did that and Matt's contract was up, you would then do the show together, your new talk show together.
I mean, I don't think it was ever quite as far down the road as you describe now, Howard. I mean, I think that Matt and I had talked about possibly teaming up and doing a show at some point.
Right.
And, you know, there were some cautious overtures to me to possibly come back to the Today Show, but then they sort of evaporated.
Was that something that was not an option for you? You would never go back?
You know, part of me, for me, that was the best job because, first of all, I loved the ensemble cast. I loved working with Matt. We did have this special relationship.
And you did not enjoy working with Brian Gumbel?
No, I actually did. I did enjoy working with Brian.
I think it's known in the industry that you had great chemistry with Brian Gumbel, and you were very professional with him on the air, but behind the scenes, you were not thrilled with him.
Well, you know what's funny? You know, I feel very close to Brian now. I just saw him the other night, and I really like... Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say we socialized. I mean, I actually would love to have lunch with him. We've talked about that. I saw him at a movie screening, and I love his wife, Hillary.
Right.
I think he's incredibly happy now. I think...
Biggest mistake he ever made was leaving the Today Show, yes?
Well, you know, I think to everything there is a season, Howard.
Yes, but still, you must have been... At the time that you were working there, you were not thrilled. I mean, you did the job, and you were great at it, and you made chemistry happen with him.
I would say that Bryant at the time was pretty prickly and sometimes quite challenging.
Angry.
I wouldn't say angry. I think Bryant was very set in his ways. You know, he was used to being the top banana. And when I took that job, Howard, I said to the president of NBC News, Michael Gartner, I said, listen, I'd love to do the Today Show, but I want it to be a 50-50 division of labor. I don't want to be relegated to doing cooking segments and the lighter fare because I had covered the Pentagon. I'd worked really hard to be taken seriously as a journalist, and I said I don't want to be in that position. So I think that initially probably that was pretty off-putting for Bryant.
Right.
And I think he was sort of a little like, who does this person think she is? Ultimately, they said, well, how about 52-48? And I said, I'll take it.
Right.
But, you know, I just think that probably there was a little jockeying for position. And because I wanted to be taken seriously, and I think Bryant also was used to being the top banana.
Don't you think Brian thought when he left the show would fall apart? Don't you think there's always that expectation?
I don't know. I don't think so, because Bryant and Matt are, as you know, Howard, are really, really close friends.
But when you left, don't you take some pleasure in the fact that the show now is struggling? I mean, yeah, okay, they had their run with Meredith and all that, but don't you take a little bit of pleasure? Say, you know what, it's not for everyone. Not everyone can do that job.
Well, you know, I do feel like the Today Show is such an institution, and it's sort of stronger than the sum of its parts. You know, I mean, I think it's a great show. I think it has to be cared for and nurtured, and I think that's what's been going on now.
Is that why Good Morning America is winning?
I think Good Morning America is winning because it's more fun to watch now. I think probably because of all the sturm and drang that would happen on the Today Show. I think GMA, everybody seem sort of lighter and happier.
They seize the moment.
Yeah, and I think, I think it's usually the way things, you know this, Howard, from being in the business, it's the way things are orchestrated by people behind the scenes, that they never realize how careful they have to be when they're doing anything with the people on air, because people do feel very familial towards their morning show folks. They feel like they're part of their family. They feel very close to them.
So what's the right way to fire someone? If you're an executive, I know the executives at NBC get criticized, and I know a lot of these guys because I work on America's Got Talent, and they're nice guys. They don't mean harm. They don't want to do things. What is the proper way? If they feel Ann Curry isn't working out, what is the right way to quote unquote fire somebody? I mean, it's always going to be ugly, isn't it?
You know what? Don't you think that people don't ever have face-to-face conversations and say, you know what? And again, I haven't worked at NBC for a while, so I don't know what everything that happened behind the scenes at all. But I feel like people have a very difficult time just being direct and honest with someone.
Transparency.
Or just saying, hey, this isn't working, this is working. We're a little concerned. Maybe this isn't the right spot for you, but we really value you and value what you've been able to contribute to the network.
That's true.
Ann has done a lot of great work for NBC, and she is really I think, very successfully carved a niche for herself to cover a lot of these big international stories. And I just think, I don't know. I think there are a lot of cowards who work in television and probably in every industry.
You're right. Sometimes you think you're protecting the person by not being so transparent, by not coming forward and having that discussion. And yet you're right. If you make a good point. If you sat down and you had this very honest discussion, maybe it wouldn't seem so ugly.
Instead of these behind-the-scenes machinations where people feel like they're being sabotaged, and say we want to put you in a position where you're going to really soar and do
and
really
let us
well.
all win.
And by the way, a lot of it is, it's not even personal. It is, Howard, you and I talked about it on my show, a little bit about chemistry. So much about that show. Sometimes you go out on a date and you're not really into the person for whatever weird, sort of nebulous reason.
They're perfect on paper together.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work out.
And sometimes, so much of that show is not about the interviews. It's really about, I hate to use the word repartee, but it's about the banter and the exchanges and the kind of comfort level between those two people.
You and Matt had that.
Yeah, I think we did.
More so than you and Bryant, in a way, right?
Because Bryant and I had a different relationship. Mine was sort of the irritating younger sister to Bryant.
Would you guys talk off the air when you used to work with Bryant? Would you actually have conversation, or was it just like, let's go to work and then leave?
No. We would talk. I mean, he was a little moody at the time. I'm not going to lie.
He used to write the memos.
Himself. No, he wrote one memo. I don't think I mean, listen, I give him credit because you want somebody who cares about the product, right?
That's right.
So he's sort of damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. You don't want somebody who just walks in, does the show, and leaves. I mean,
So why have you not had lunch with him? Why have you not had lunch with him?
Honestly, it's because we've both been busy. He lives in Florida part of the year.
Oh.
And we see each other. And honestly, there is a genuine warmth and affection between the two of us.
Right.
Isn't there something to also having been one of the keepers of the flame of the Today Show? The Today Show has such a long tradition. Aren't you glad it's still surviving without you?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I would not want anything to survive without me.
Well, stop it.
I would, if I was Katie, if I could
AGT should die when you leave?
Absolutely. Absolutely it should die. Why not? Why am I like that? Am I so deformed?
I think there's come on, let's be honest. There's a little primal instinct in everybody who has that. But, you hope to appeal to the better side of yourself.
Think of the pressure you were under when you took over the Today Show. You were replacing Deborah Norville, who hadn't worked out. Deborah Norville failed. And you could have easily come in there and not been accepted by the audience. It's so weird. How do you charm an audience?
You know what? I sort of feel like that's so unfair to say Deborah Norville failed.
Well, that was the perception.
Well, I think for that moment in time, what happened was, again, if people remember, Jane Pauley was kind of forced out.
Right.
Deborah Norville was brought in.
And she was seen as a villain.
Yeah. And it was sort of, in a weird way, out of her control. And I think, I really like Deborah. I think she was almost too beautiful. to do that job, because people used to say they felt like they had to be dressed with their makeup on watching Deborah in the morning because she was that stunning. And I think it was a little bit like, whoa. And, you know, again, I think she's incredibly smart. She landed on her feet. I have a lot of admiration for her because, listen, to be publicly humiliated like that is an awful, awful experience. I mean, I think we've all had our time with that.
Yes.
And so I think, you know, I really admire Deborah, and I think, again, it was just sort of how they positioned it. Remember, they had Deborah sitting on the couch with Jane and Brian. It was like a guy with his wife and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It was so wrong.
Yeah, you can't stage it that way because, let's face it, women don't react well to that, and even men don't get too comfortable with that. But are you shocked today that, like, Fox News, for example, do you watch Fox News ever?
Occasionally, yeah.
Are you turned off to them because in the same way that MSNBC has sort of their view or slant on the news, it's so obvious?
You know, I think it's kind of interesting to see what everybody's saying about it, a specific issue. So it's sort of interesting to see what Rachel Maddow is saying about something and what Bill O'Reilly is saying about something.
But aren't you shocked how every woman that I see on Fox News now has a very short skirt on, the big boobs, and I mean, it's almost like watching softcore porn, isn't it? Does it turn you off?
I do think there seems to be a bit of a type over there, and I think Roger Ailes knows what he's doing.
Well, it does get me to take a look. I'll be honest with you. It's like wow, really? I mean, one, and then the women disappear and they bring in a younger, hotter one. You know,
I used to see that on Fox Business, more on regular Fox News, where people would be dressing very provocatively and super low-cut dresses, and I would be like, wow.
Do you, now I kid you on your show today when we do the interview about you, your legs are very attractive, and they're very waxed up or something, I was saying.
I oiled them up for you today.
One of the things I know when I watch this show, and I think you look fabulous.
Thank you.
I really do. But you know, this is the first time I've seen you wear pants. You usually wear.
That's not true.
You wear a skirt.
Yeah, most days.
And your legs are fantastic.
Thank you.
And I said to my audience, Katie's doing something with her legs. Either you're waxing them, or like there's a shine to them.
No, basically I just put lotion on them. That's my secret.
Is that what it is? It's lotion, and they're fabulous. And she crosses them with the high heels. I mean, it's very sexual.
Beth is sitting
I know,
right here.
Beth and I have talked about it.
Ooh, this is getting weirder and weirder.
Oh, darling, we're going to have a threesome by the end of the show. Stay tuned. It's going to be wonderful.
Do they pressure you when you, because I remember with CBS News too, that was another thing. They were like, let's put Katie not behind the anchor desk. We want to put her somewhere where we can show her legs. It was a calculated move.
I don't know. You know, honestly, it wasn't like, let's put Katie somewhere to show her legs. I think we tried to make the evening news a little less formulaic, a little less formal, more conversational, more accessible.
And let's face it, you're an attractive woman. You're sexy. And why can't you show... Is that what Dan Rather means by tarting it up because you were showing your legs?
I don't know exactly what he meant.
Yeah, we can't get into his head.
We never really discussed it. But listen, I think probably in hindsight, it was too jarring for people. Evening news viewers are very traditional. They're usually an older demographic, I think like 62, which doesn't seem that old anymore.
Right, no, it seems young.
But, you know, so I think that they've been watching the evening news a certain way for a number of years. And I think probably even the most traditional viewers are at CBS. So in hindsight, I think we probably should have made these changes incrementally.
Yeah.
And I should have been probably less willing to try and experiment and been more formal and perhaps more formulaic, and then
change things slowly.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, probably even though I felt very honored and privileged, I was thinking about on my way over here how I had dinner with Walter Cronkite, you know, before I took that job,
right, and
talked to him, and you know, he was very supportive of me, which was really a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
and I felt very privileged to sit in a chair that he had, you know, presided over so beautifully for so long. But
you know,
I think, you know, I like conversations. I like talking to people.
You're
I like
happier
a little
now?
more spontaneous. Yes, I think this is a much better fit for me.
You know, I was just
thinking...
thinking...
Was that a difficult period of time? Because you still kept that job.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, how did you deal? That's a stressful situation.
You know, it was difficult because I think there was a lot of obviously external criticism because, you know, for a number of reasons. I think internally there wasn't a ton of support from
You wouldn't check the
everyone,
ratings every night to see if you were going up or down?
No.
And what's amazing to me about that, though, when you have high ratings, everyone leaves you alone.
Uh-huh.
When your ratings aren't the highest,
Yeah.
then the executives get a hold of you. And I think that's the worst part of being on-air talent. If your ratings aren't stellar, and this is what I hate about the ratings world, then they start in with you. They come over.
Suggest.
Katie, maybe you need to do this. Maybe you need to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do know what
But
you're
it's also
saying.
that environment
you
where
get
you
that?
know that people aren't behind you.
Yeah, you know, I think that what happened is when I went there was a big spike in the ratings. I think, frankly, mostly a curiosity factor.
Yeah.
And then it settled down to basically what it had been before I came.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, so I really focused. I know it probably sounds Pollyanna and unbelievable, but I really focused on the work. I focused on trying to do good shows, trying to do good pieces, covering different things, doing the Sarah Palin interview, getting out in the field, reporting. I did a weekly web show, which at the time was very avant-garde. You know, every week I would do an interview show just for CBS News Online.
I'm embarrassed. I can't even tell you who anchors the CBS News right now. If you asked me that question, I couldn't tell you.
Well, you know, I think that obviously it's Scott Pelley, by the way, and he's a great reporter
because
and a great journalist.
I don't tune in at whatever time they do it now, 6:30 or 7 o'clock. I don't tune in for my news.
Well, this is the problem. This is just opens up to a whole conversation about how the media landscape is changing. People consume information and news when they want to. They don't. They have so many choices, and they don't have to tune in at a certain time of day. I think one of the reasons the morning shows still thrive is because people have to get up in the morning, right?
Yes.
They have to check the weather. They want to know what's going on in the world. But I think in the evening news, if you're looking at the internet all day long or you have it on your cell phone, you know, I think, by the way, the evening newscasts do a great job of, in 22 minutes, really doing great pieces.
Capturing the whole
Yeah, exactly.
vibe, yeah.
And I think they're incredibly worthwhile, but they don't necessarily jibe with the way people are living now.
No, I can't sit and wait for the news anymore. That's why I don't know the name of the anchor person. So,
But do you feel also that, you know, because then they announced that Diane Sawyer was going to take over the evening news for ABC, and you sort of made it easier for her.
I don't know. You know, I don't know about that, Robin. I just think sort of the time had come where it was not such a novelty, you know, and that Diane had an incredibly illustrious career prior to taking that on. So I don't know. I think also for whatever reason, maybe because I'm a little more of an open book, I've always been a little bit more of a lightning rod, possibly. I don't know.
I've got to compliment you because I meant to tell you this the other day. The colonoscopy thing. In all seriousness, I remember the only thing that I knew about colonoscopies, because you had your on-air colonoscopy, which, by the way, I mean, weren't you nervous your ass was going to be on TV? I mean, I would just kill myself.
Believe me, I gave the camera crew very strict instructions.
This was
and
very brave.
I had the final say in the editing process as well, Howard.
When you saw when you saw the raw tape, so to speak, is your ass being shown all over the place, and were you mortified?
No, not at all.
Right.
They were the
draping.
colonoscopist the endoscopist was very discreet, a guy named Ken Ford, and the camera guys know I had a mammogram on the Today Show, and they weren't taking shots of my breasts.
How do they do that? How do they not photograph your breasts?
Because you're in one of those gowns, and they get behind you, and you know.
The colonoscopy thing was great because I remember my father told me when I was a young man, he had turned 50, and he said to me, I just went for this thing, colonoscopy, and there was no, they didn't knock him out. There was this huge pipe involved, and he said to me, he turned to me, he said,
he had a colonoscopy or a sigmoidoscopy?
I don't know the difference at that point, but I remember it was a huge pipe, and he said to me, my dad's pretty stoic, and he said, I don't care about cancer or anything else compared to what they did to me today. He goes, I could never go through that kind of pain. And I never heard my father say that. So my feeling on colonoscopies was that sort of archaic view that this horrible thing happens to you, and I'm never going to do one. So when you did it, it really made me realize, wow, they're not painful. The process has changed. And then my doctor said to me, I'd rather get a colonoscopy than, he says, you should see the operation they have to do on you if you get colon cancer. It's way painful. It's like the worst pain ever. So just go through it. And it really is a big nothing.
Yeah.
But you did, that was incredible how you changed people's perception.
Well,
and I do applaud you for that.
Thank you, Howard.
Yeah.
Because I think that they had something at the University of Michigan called the Couric effect, and the number of colonoscopies went up 20%.
20%.
All I wanted to do is sort of demystify the whole process. That's so interesting. Your dad, back in the day when your dad was 50, I think they didn't have the kind of drugs that they give you now.
No.
And I cannot imagine, honestly, that procedure without the anesthesia.
My dad still will not get one.
Really?
Because of that experience. He still thinks it's that thing. And I go, Dad,
well,
it's
your
nothing.
mom needs to get one too, Howard, because women are diagnosed as often as men with colorectal cancer.
Yeah.
And it's the second leading cancer killer of men and women in this country.
And that's what your husband died of.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he was just 42 years old. Yeah.
I can't believe 42 years old. Was there a history in his family?
No, his mom, at the time Jay was diagnosed, his mom had ovarian cancer. She ended up outliving Jay, and his grandmother had breast cancer, and there's a feeling that certain glandular cancers are hereditary. And, for example, if you have breast cancer, you have a higher risk of colorectal cancer. So I think that obviously there is some genetic predisposition.
And did you have a sister you lost to cancer as well? An older sister who was a state senator, very accomplished woman.
She was running for lieutenant governor with Mark Warner in Virginia, and everyone used to predict that she would be the first female governor of the state of Virginia.
Wow.
Incredibly impressive, wonderful, talented person. And she was, a couple years after Jay died, I got this phone call. This is like my bizarre, surreal life. I'm in the green room at The Tonight Show, and I had just done The Tonight Show, and the person who was the Today Show publicist said, your sister called. It's an emergency. You need to call her right away. Nobody wants that kind of call, right? So I called her, and I was so terrified it was my parents, because my mom and dad were older. And I got on the phone to Emily, and she said, don't worry, it's not mom or dad. I said, what's going on? She said, it's me. I have pancreatic cancer, and it's all over my liver.
How old was she?
She was 52 when she was diagnosed and 54 when she died.
And you were close to her?
Very, yeah.
Oh.
So there are 4 kids in my family. Emily was the oldest. My sister, Clara, I call her Kiki. She doesn't like that anymore. And then I have a brother, Johnny, and I'm the youngest of 4. So that was
so devastating.
It was so devastating, and very devastating for my parents, obviously for all of us, but for parents to lose a child, as anyone has experienced that. For my mom and dad, I think.
Did she have kids?
Yes, 2 incredible sons. Her son, Ray, is an oncologist hematologist in Northern Virginia. And Jeff is my other nephew who lived with us between college and graduate school. Great guy. He's a director. He just finished directing Kick-Ass 2.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, isn't that great?
And what's with your kids?
So proud of him.
Do you worry about your kids? Because you're a very wealthy woman. And, sometimes it's hard. Well, you are. You are very wealthy, aren't you?
I think I've done well.
You've done well.
Happy to say. Which is a nice thing to not... the one thing about doing well, it makes life easier, and it's one less thing to worry about. And I feel very blessed to not have to worry about that.
Well, you've worked really hard. That's why when you started dating, by the way, that's a whole weird thing, too. You're an attractive woman. You're a young woman. You lose your husband. You got 2 young girls at home. Mm-hmm. When do you start dating? How long do you wait?
I think it was like a year and a half.
Did it feel weird?
I remember the 1-year anniversary of Jay's death, and I was just in such a dark place and so depressed. And then I thought, I'm young. I have these 2 little girls. I really did imagine that I would be in a Carol Brady situation.
Right. A merged family.
A blended family. And it never really happened.
Because you say you're sad that you never had more kids.
Yeah. I think I would have liked that, but, it just didn't work out that way for me.
How the hell do you juggle your career when you've got 2 young kids at home and you're doing the kind of work you're doing?
Well, I was very lucky because I was well compensated. I had a wonderful person, Lori Beth Meyer, who lived with us, who was like a second parent to my girls.
So you could go off and cover a story and be gone for 2 days and you didn't worry?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And that's such a blessing to be able to have somebody like that in your life. And she was such a positive influence. I really credit her. I think my girls are have turned out really well. They're great, nice people.
Right.
And I feel like Lori Beth had so much to do with that.
And are you still in touch with her?
Yeah. She lives in Boston. She got married and, you know, is living her own life, which is as it should be.
What would you call her, a nanny?
Yeah, but I mean, to me, she was so much more than a nanny. I used to call her my wife.
Right.
But, you know, because she really was like a second parent. So I don't know, nanny just doesn't even seem to describe what role she played in our lives.
Ah, so the kids must still be in touch with her and they must love her and the whole thing.
You know, it's funny, though, those situations, you know, people drift apart, and she's always going to hold an incredibly special place in our lives. I wish that we stayed in better touch with her, to be honest with you. But, you know, teenage girls, you know, Howard, you've got three. If you had three of them, you know, they're very involved in their own lives and get sort of caught up in that.
You're lucky they call you, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Before your husband died, did he, and maybe this is too personal, but did he make a tape or anything to talk to the girl? Like, that would be my first inclination. If I was diagnosed and I knew I was going, I would make a series of tapes maybe, because my biggest fear is that they would never know me or remember me.
Yeah, you know, that's such an interesting question. I remember going with Jay. I think my parents were visiting, and, you know, I used to go to these screenings all the time because if I was interviewing someone on the Today Show, I'd really try to watch the movie, or, you know, it'd be hard to do the interview.
Yeah.
So I remember Michael Keaton. I don't know if you remember this movie called My Life.
Oh,
yes, where he made the videos.
Oh, my God.
And you went with Jay to that?
Yeah, this was long before Jay was diagnosed. And that movie just devastated me. And I remember that he did do the tapes. And I think the last scene is Nicole Kidman watching one of the tapes with their child.
Right.
But, you know, it's weird. I think that we never gave up hope. And I think we didn't even really talk very much about Jay, the possibility of Jay dying. Because I think when you're in a devastating situation or a really hopeless situation like that, if you have one glimmer of hope, you have to hold on to that with all your being. And I think that
if you make a tape that says, I'm dying.
Yeah, it acknowledged it, even though I think we both knew inevitably. But every time, you know, something would happen, if he had lung mets or his vision was impaired because he had stuff going on in his brain, I would say, we're going to figure this out. We're going to take care of it. Don't worry. And I think if I had said, will you make a tape for our girls, you know, it would have just
would have devastated him.
Terrible. And so, you know, he never did that. The only time I think we even acknowledged the possibility that he might die is we were at we had a house in Dutchess County in Millbrook, and I said, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to come to this house if you're not here.
Right.
And he said, well, I just hope it'll be full of happy memories.
Did you sell the house after he died?
A couple years later.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because it was hard to go up there and without him, because that house was all him. You know, he loved it. He was a big Civil War enthusiast.
Yeah, didn't he have like all the toy soldiers and the whole thing? And
he was really into
battles.
Yeah, he did. He was a reenactor, Robin. I was like, what is your deal? And then I thought, he said, hey, I could be chasing women, drinking, and gambling. I said,
I guess
good point.
Yeah, I'm
but
faithful
I used
to
to say
my
to him,
toys.
if you think I'm going to follow you around wearing a hoop skirt and a snood, honey, you got another thing coming to you. Because they had all these camp followers. People get so into this. But I think what Jay liked about it, he loved history. Mm-hmm. He went to Washington and Lee. He became really interested in Robert E. Lee. And he was a very egalitarian guy.
Did he have slaves? Did he own any slaves? No.
He was a very egalitarian
guy.
Wasn't he? No, he was a Confederate.
Oh, my goodness.
But I think he just like sort of battle strategy. And a lot of the reenactors, they came from all walks of life. So one guy could be a plumber, one guy could be a corporate lawyer, one guy could be a doctor. I mean, it was just such a... And I think Jay loved... Listen, he had 2 daughters and me. I think he loved just the male bonding of it
Did you
all.
marry young? How old were you when you married him?
I was 31.
Oh, 31. So you had some time to play around.
Yeah, because I had to run around trying to establish my career, and I wanted the flexibility of being able to move around
So
a
you
lot.
got to date before marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so you kind of did it in a smart way. So it was like you got married at the right age.
I mean, it was the right age for me. I remember going to, this is so kind of morbid, but I remember watching Cassie Mackin. Do you remember Cassie Mackin, Howard? She was a Capitol Hill correspondent for ABC News, and she was beautiful and accomplished. And I remember watching her pallbearers were like Teddy Kennedy and a cameraman named Rolf Tessum, and she had no husband or family. And I think right then and there, even though I was this sort of hardcore, diehard career woman / feminist, I thought, I want that part of my life to be fulfilled too. And then and there I said, I want to ultimately get married and have a family. And so Jay was there at the at the right time, and I fell in love with him, and he was everything I ever wanted in someone. He had so much integrity and was such an incredible family man and such great values, but also wicked smart, just so interesting.
I would be intimidated dating you because I think you might have this trouble with men because you are very, very smart.
I'm not that smart, actually.
No, you kind of are. And I would think that a lot of guys get intimidated, because you're, a good earner, and also you can be very quick. I've seen you do it. And you can really turn.
Once in a while.
No, I've seen you turn on people. No, I mean you can really do it. Now that's why I never when I used to read about your dating after your husband was gone and came a time you started dating. The Larry King thing,
okay.
Mrs. Larry King.
It was, no. That story has gotten so blown out of proportion. You know what? I think as I told Jimmy Kimmel, because I told that story on his show, because after a while, you run out of things to talk about on these shows. I'm not very interesting, Howard.
I think you're interesting.
I basically said to him, I don't know how it came up, but I was in this period of my life, I think I was in my late 20s, early 30s, where I thought, I'm going to go out with anyone who asked me, because everyone is sort of interesting in their own way, right? And you can learn from every experience. So Larry King asked me out to dinner, and it was just so comical and so funny. Of course, his recollection of the evening is completely different.
Well,
than mine.
Knowing what I know of Larry King, he had to be hitting on you, like constantly sort of trying to seduce you. Yeah, am I accurate there?
Well, I don't know if that's what you call it, Howard.
Because he's pretty direct. Like when he wants to go to bed with a woman, he's pretty direct.
Yeah, he was pretty direct. I told you. I said I went to we were in this car, and I said, "Where are we going?" He goes, "My place."
Uh-oh.
And I was like, "Do."
How'd you get out of that?
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
That's the hardest part for a woman, when you're not into a guy, how you sort of get out of it.
Well, the problem is, I was 30, and, of course, that's not super
80.
young.
Yeah.
But you would think that I would say, oh, Larry, that's so nice, but I really need to get home. I kind of froze and panicked, and I didn't know what to do.
That's what he does.
And we pull into the parking lot at his apartment in Roslyn, and we walk in, and I'm thinking, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. How am I going to extricate myself from this situation?
He's like, don't worry, Katie, I have rubbers.
He's
I'm
like,
ready.
he didn't say that. But he did but I did extricate myself,
how?
Thankfully.
What did you just say? Oh, I have a headache.
said, Larry, you're really nice. And
right.
What did you say?
I have gas.
Let's take it slow.
Let's take it slow, like a tortoise. She said, yes, I am.
I said, listen, you're such an interesting, nice man, but I'm interested in meeting someone a little closer to my age. I guess maybe that was too direct.
Yeah. You see, you can be very direct.
Well, I think, isn't that better just to be honest and direct when you can?
And I would also think being sexual with you would be sort of difficult because you're Katie Couric. And, I don't know that you're going to go for me.
Isn't that exciting?
But maybe what I do to you won't think is, proper. I don't know.
Well, I'll be very direct about that, Howard.
Are you direct? You order everyone around.
No, I don't.
Yeah. So
I really don't. I'm actually very much a girly girl in...
You are?
Well, although I don't know if people would always agree with that. I don't know.
Did you find the reaction of your audience interesting when you started to date and who you were dating? Because all of a sudden you were a tabloid person.
I know. That was so weird. I think, you know what? I took it kind of as a compliment that I think people saw me going through this very difficult, heartbreaking situation with my husband, who I love so much, with 2 little girls in tow.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, maybe I'm naive, but I think people sort of wanted me to be happy again. Maybe I give people too much credit.
No, but it's weird when you're a news person. And this is the weird thing too about news people that drives me crazy. News people bought into this whole idea that they're not entertainers. And I always thought it was, when you were doing the Today Show, you were not allowed to do outside commercials. Certainly as a CBS anchor woman, you're not allowed to do outside commercials or endorsements. And why the hell not? I mean, think about it. You're an entertainer in the same business that I'm in. Didn't it drive you crazy that you couldn't endorse a product or do any kind of make any outside income?
I mean, I was so busy doing my job that it didn't really drive me crazy. And I think you can see from a journalistic point of view, Howard, you know, like you endorse something and maybe you have a news story that's covering said product.
Maybe.
And, you know, there is an inherent conflict. So I think it's okay to have certain standards like that.
So when you're dating, you have to be careful because you're a news person. And if it's a guy, even with these guys, you know, they do keep a low profile with dating and stuff because it does affect the public. If I see Katie Couric out, when you were dating Brooks, who I met a couple of times, you go, oh, she's going out with such a young guy. It got me crazy for some reason. I don't even know why.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think people like to talk because they maybe it's more interesting than their own lives. I have no idea. But whatever.
But it was also, you know, oh, that's who Katie would be into.
Yeah.
You know, like we're getting to know a side of you we might never get to know.
Do you ever, are you
the
so
whole cougar thing is funny, isn't it?
Yeah, right,
it's
right.
Like,
Yeah, well, it was like all of a sudden, well, but why not? Why can't Katie date a younger guy? I mean, it's
you know,
okay.
it just happens. So.
It's weird how you get caught up in it.
Yeah. Well, it's just sort of, you know, gossip is fun, you know?
Were you nervous as a woman to, after you've been in a marriage a long time, you get comfortable and everything, all of a sudden when you start dating again, you got to take your clothes off in front of a guy.
Yeah.
And that's got to, like, did you start working out obsessively because you had to show your body? And you know, somewhere some guys can go, hey, I just was with Katie Couric, and guess what, man? You know, she's got a nice ass.
I was a little more discreet than that and discriminating, Howard.
You didn't
know?
sit and worry about who you dated, and A, were they using you for your money? Number two, were they sitting and talking to someone about, you know, the most intimate detail?
No,
I mean,
well,
I would love to read an account of your sex.
I was in pretty long-term relationships, and I think I'm a pretty good judge of character. And
but how has some guy never written a book about having sex with Katie Couric?
Because she picked good.
Yes.
Is that it?
Thank you, Robin.
Or did you have him sign a non-discllosure?
No.
She
can
had
you
a lawyer
imagine?
there.
Oh,
Here.
that'd be the best.
Yes. Can you please sign here before we
before
go
we
out?
have our sex?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a real turn on, wouldn't it?
Did you ever lose control in your personal life? Or let's say throw caution to the wind, have a one-night stand or a fling?
Maybe before I was married, but not since.
But not since?
No.
Because you're daughters, you have to be somewhat more careful?
Yeah, well, first of all, for a whole myriad of reasons, I think you have to be careful these days doing that. And I think for some of the things that you just talked about, you know, I think that I require a certain level of trust in someone.
So you would never have an F-buddy, you know, someone who you read about what women are doing, you know, that kind of thing?
So.
You think you'll ever get married again?
Part of me would like to, because I'm a very traditional person.
Right.
But, you know, with my daughters almost all grown up, Ellie just graduated from college,
wow.
Carrie's a junior in high school. It's sort of like, I'm not sure, but there is something nice for me. Well, what do you think about marriage, Howard?
I think marriage is fantastic. I'm very happy in my marriage. And, you know, some people would say, well, Katie, if you're not going to have more kids and stuff, what's the point of getting married? I feel that you do feel like family.
Yeah.
When you get married again.
There's something, I mean, I think there's something nice about being in a relationship that is not so easy to walk away from.
Yes.
You know, I think when you're not married, it's sort of like, well,
could always break up.
You know, yeah, if this isn't working out, it's not working out. I do think there's something about the institution that makes you try harder. And relationships are challenging.
Are you in love with the guy you're with now?
Yes.
You're in love?
Yeah.
It was obvious to me. I kidded you about, today I'm on Katie's show. You'll see the whole interview. I kidded you, but it was some public display of affection at the Knick game.
Well, you know,
you were at a basketball
there's
game.
PDA. He held my hand, Robin.
No,
is that
there was
PDA?
more than PDA. It was a whole. It was a coming out party.
He did not kiss me on the lips or anything.
It looked very intimate.
Deal is.
It looked like the two of you were really connecting.
That's good. Well,
that's
no one was
fine.
watching the game. You were watching each other.
Really?
I looked at these pictures. I said, Katie's gonna get pregnant just from what's going on at the game. You know what I'm saying? It was
train has left the station, Howard.
Is that? But I know. But is that has it left? That's it. No more. No more. Period. That's it.
I'm 56, Howard.
It's amazing how good you look. Now you're not doing any plastic surgery.
No.
You've never done the Botox. No.
I have actually done a little bit of Botox. I've dabbled in Botox.
Because after I taped your show,
too much of that makes you look very waxy and you don't have an expression.
Right. Yeah.
After I taped your show, my wife and I went home. I go, Katie looks too fucking good.
Honestly, it's the lighting, Howard.
Is it the lighting?
Yes, that's
Howard was affected by the
honestly,
well, I got to tell you, I was on
magic lighting.
It's not the lighting. I'll tell you why. I saw some clips of me on Katie, and she looks great.
They didn't do your lighting
and
the same way?
my lighting, it ain't working for me.
That's
whatever that
not
light
true.
is.
You look great.
They only give Katie that lighting.
You didn't.
I look so bad.
No, you didn't.
That's why I hate doing
He's
these
so hard
interviews.
on
No,
I'm a
honestly,
mess.
you are so hard on yourself.
Oh, if I just could have been a little bit good looking. A
You know
little
what?
bit.
And Howard got mad, Robin, because I said I thought he was interesting looking, but I said that really as a compliment.
I saw you vomit.
Because I think, huh?
I saw you turn your head and vomit after.
No,
I said,
honestly.
Yeah.
And you know, when you get to know somebody, I mean, everyone has known someone who they thought was beautiful.
Right.
They get to know them and they become less and less attractive.
That is true.
And really, Howard, you're a very attractive man.
No, but I see the kind of
See,
guys
you can
go
grow,
for.
Howard. You got the chance of being
No,
more
I don't.
attractive.
I see the kind of that guy Brooks, who I met a couple of times because we were at dinners and stuff. He was a very attractive, physically attractive guy.
He was, yeah.
I mean,
He still is.
He's the
He looks
opposite
good
of
still.
me.
Yeah. No, you stop it.
You're
Stop
into
with the
pretty
self.
boys.
The opposite of
I'm not into pretty boys.
You're not?
I like, no, I mean, listen, I've dated a lot of different kinds of guys.
She
and-
dated Larry King.
That's true. That's true. That's
you know,
to show you're
I
open-minded.
do like attractive men, but I find attractive comes in all sorts of different packages.
Yes, well, we'll leave it at that. Listen, Katie, you are
Howard.
something else. Katie Couric, America's sweetheart.
I think that train's left the station. I think there's a statute of limitations on that title.
Well, I
but-
said that to Matt when I see him. I go, Matt, isn't it great? I'm so despised. And now you're going through the same thing. Look at Katie. She's not America's sweetheart. It's perfect. Who would have predicted? You kind of are, though. You really
on the
are.
outs.
And your new show is really good. I do
you.
watch. I've been
Thanks,
watching
Howard.
it.
Really?
Yeah, Beth turned me on to it. And I started watching it. It's a very kind of fun, relaxed show. And I think it really shows off your talents really
And she
well.
does delve into
Yeah.
different kinds of topics. That's one of the things that I do love about the show.
Yes.
Because, she'll spend a lot of time with something, you only know on the surface or something you need to know, but you've never, ever had any time to spend with.
And by the way, Katie, I don't want to forget to say, you're Jewish.
My mom is.
Yes, that means you're Jewish.
I know. My
Why would
boyfriend
you-
is, and he always says, "Come
You really
on."
are Jewish. I mean, if Hitler came today,
no one knew that.
Yes,
he would
my
say,
mom is Jewish.
if the mother is Jewish, the child is
I know.
Jewish.
I am a member of the tribe, according to
Why
Hebrew
did they-
law.
why
That's
did
why
they-
Jewish
But-
men love
but-
me, because I look like a shiksa.
Yeah.
But they can tell their mother I'm a Jew.
But you were raised a Presbyterian.
I was. My
Isn't
dad
that-
was Presbyterian.
And he was what? He said to your mother, I will not have this.
I think, my mom, I think my mom was not super religious.
Right.
I grew up in
She didn't care.
Virginia. And I think,
There were no temples.
No, there were, but actually there
Yeah.
were not many Jewish kids where I grew
Right.
up. Sandy Markridge and Sandy Sager. Two Sandys who I went to school with.
You're not afraid to call people out, so to speak, even as a news person. Like when you got mad at Donald Trump during the whole birther thing.
Yeah.
You said he's acting. You said Donald's a nice guy. I've met him a couple
I
of
love
times.
him, but he was being such a horse's ass. I couldn't believe it.
Because why? Because he wouldn't let go of this
He wouldn't
idea.
let go, and it's just ludicrous. The whole thing was just ludicrous. And I think sometimes he gets caught up in his own bravado,
Do you have? Did he? But he's a dangerous guy to even criticize a little bit. He's very sensitive.
No, you know what? This is the thing. I don't know. We have a really nice relationship too. I think that I could have that conversation with him, and he would say, "I'm sorry, I agree to disagree." And
He didn't tweet about you. He didn't attack you.
I don't know why.
attack.
I think there's actually a certain base level of fondness that we have for each other. I don't know. Weird, right?
So when you run into a guy like that after you've said, "Hey, he's behaving like a jackass," you don't worry that somehow.
No,
they're
because
gonna...
I think he just likes to be talked about, Donald.
So you think he's not overly sensitive and will start
No,
attacking
I mean,
you?
I think he knows I like him. I
Right.
think that I mean, we never even talked about it. I don't even know if he even knew I said that.
If I want to be friends with Katie Couric, do I have to be a famous person? Are most of your friends famous?
No, most of my friends aren't.
Who are your friends?
My friends, gosh, I have a really close friend who I went to college with.
And she's not jealous of you?
No.
You don't sense that from old friends who you try to go back?
No, all my high school girlfriends, Howard, 5 of them are all coming to my house at the beach in July.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any black friends or only white people are friendly
No,
with you?
I have black friends. I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, who are they? Who are your black friends? Brian Gumbel. She's hardly friendly with him. Come on.
You can't get too close.
That's right. All right, listen, who knows? I want a list of your friends, and I want to know how many are black and how many are Puerto Rican.
I would say I don't have that. Famous people kind of make me nervous, Howard.
They do.
I'm a little intimidated by famous people.
I'm uncomfortable with them as well.
Like when I went to that dinner party at the Scottos, I wanted to talk to Howard a little more, but I was a little afraid.
And I thought you were standoffish.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to you, but I don't know. I was just nervous.
Katie and I
get
were
a little nervous.
We were at a dinner party, and I remember thinking, gee, I'd love to have a conversation with Katie, but you're very bubbly at these parties. You are the life. You are a Tri-Delta. There's no doubt. And you're kind of flitting around, talking to everyone. And I didn't feel comfortable.
I was too far away from you at the table to really talk to you, and I did want to talk to you, but I do get a little nervous, especially when I don't really know someone all that well.
Right.
And but next time I can sit next to you and we can blab away.
When you date a guy, you would never have sex on the first date, would you?
Mm-mm.
Never.
That's never happened.
I would try to. No, that doesn't happen really.
When Michael Jackson asked you,
I don't know. I'm very old-fashioned, you guys.
I know that about you. I like that. It turns me on. When Michael Jackson asked you out.
Yeah. That was actually through Rabbi Shmuley.
Shmuley Botiak.
Yeah, he became very close to Michael for a period of time. And I remember I got a producer on the Today Show said, Rabbi Shmuley wants to talk to you. I said, okay. Yeah. So he called me in my office at the Today Show, and I said, Rabbi Shmuley, how are you? And he said, Katie, I have a question for you. Are you seeing anyone? And I thought, this is so beyond creepy that Rabbi Shmuley is hitting on me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he
Rabbi
wants you.
Shmuley, you have like 9 kids. What's going on here? He goes, I said, actually, I am, because I had a boyfriend at the time.
Right.
He said, oh, that's a shame, because when you left, I had actually said hello to Michael Jackson, who was in New York, because I was trying to get an interview with him. Michael said to me, that's the kind of girl I would like to go out with. And I said,
what an insult.
I said, oh, Rabbi Shmuley, that's very flattering, but I'm seeing someone. But will you tell him how flattered I am? What a nice compliment that is.
How strange is that?
Right?
Oh, can you imagine? I mean, just as a journalist.
Mean? You're the kind of girl.
I think, honestly.
You're like, what do I look like, a guy?
Not to be too psychoanalytical about it, but I think he was probably looking for a little normalcy, possibly, and maybe he saw me as kind of a normal person.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I mean, Larry King got further with you than Michael Jackson.
I do regret, though, I thought it was not that long after Jay had died. It was, probably a year and a half or 2 years, because I was dating someone at the time, and I do regret not having dinner with him. But I thought, can you imagine that scene?
Yeah,
that would have been insane.
Bringing him home to the girls?
No, but even just going out, having,
as a journalist,
breaking bread with Michael Jackson.
As someone who wants to be interesting on talk shows, you should have had that as your main story. The date.
But now I feel like it would be grossly exploited.
Oh, it would be.
But
who cares? I still want to hear about it.
So sad, right? So sad.
Yeah.
Fame is a dangerous thing, isn't it, Howard?
Well, you can get carried away.
And I look at people like Amanda Bynes and Lindsay Lohan, and it's hard enough to deal with it when you're fairly mature and you've had a pretty stable background. For all your neuroses, you have very loving parents, Howard.
Yes, and also I think you're right. If you grow up without fame, and you're just a normal person who goes through the struggles of life, it's a lot different.
You sort of get to know a little bit of who you are,
right?
At least.
But can you imagine how rattling and unnerving and unsettling it is for these young women and, you know, young men too.
Right.
But particularly for these young women, because I think it's very confusing. What are they valued for? Are they valued for their sex appeal totally? Are they valued for their talent? They're not valued because they're good people, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a weird, it's a whole weird thing. Was it weird for you bringing guys home to meet your daughters? I mean, that's a whole other
You know,
thing.
I have very mixed feelings about it. You know, I wanted them to know that because we're such a female-centric household, I wanted them to see that I had relationships with men.
Right.
You know, obviously I wasn't bringing men home all the time and having them stay. I would only, once I was in a serious relationship that I thought could be potentially long-lasting.
Were the kids critical of the guys you brought home?
They were, you know, my first boyfriend, not so much. It depended. I think
Were they critical of Brooks because he was so young?
I think my older daughter, no. My younger daughter, I think, felt threatened by that. And I think they saw men as taking time away from them, from my time with them, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was very hard to balance because I wanted to have a social life. I wanted to have relationships. But I also wanted to be a good mom. I think it's fairly typical for single parents to deal with this.
Have that
you know,
and if you say to your daughters, "Well, I'm going to go spend the weekend. You know, come on, I'm having one special vacation with this guy," and they're like, "Well, what do you mean? You're leaving us? You weren't with us all week?" And
yeah,
I can
exactly.
imagine.
But I always tried to calibrate and recalibrate. You know, where my time was going to make sure that. But it's tough. It's a balancing act. Yeah.
It is, because the guy can come on too strong and sort of try to be daddy.
Right.
You know, and you've got to set him straight too.
Right. That's tough. And yeah, my current beau, what do you call someone when you're 56? My boyfriend.
Yeah. Look at you, you're blushing.
Is very good about that. He has his own kids. He doesn't really, you know, pressure my kids. He's very like, I'll let them come to me. I mean, he's very loving and warm to them.
This is the guy.
But he didn't
I think.
rush it.
Maybe
know?
This is the guy.
Who knows, Howard?
I don't know.
He seems to know.
He seems to know just what to do. Hits all the right buttons.
Look at
her giggling.
Look at
sorry,
you. You're like a teenager.
No, that's because you're looking at me in that weird way.
And what do you
Howard.
do? How can you have him sleep over if your daughters are around and stuff? You can't. Well, I guess you could.
Well, I don't know.
Well, Carrie's 17. I think
they know
you
this.
know.
They know the drill.
Yeah.
Just get a real thick door so you don't moan too loud. Try not to make so much noise, Katie. Everyone knows about you.
I'll really try.
You're
Howard.
a screamer. There's so much more to talk about, but all right, I'll let you off the hook here.
It was fun being here.
You liked
really
it.
Fun.
You liked it.
The one thing I
did.
know about Katie that maybe other people don't know is she's incredibly philanthropic.
Oh, yeah?
As well.
How much dough are you giving him? Oh, no, she's not.
No.
I learned, when you watch the show, I don't know what they left in, and because it was a 2-hour taping. But Katie, she had this talent competition.
This is so embarrassing. Howard was so funny.
And she turns to the crowd and she says, and by the way, the winner of the talent competition will get $500 for their charity. And I'm going like, Katie.
I know. It was so embarrassing.
$500 whole dollars? You
That's
billionaire?
All they could scrape together.
She's so cheap and not philanthropic at all.
Wait a
That's
minute.
not true.
No,
Wait a minute.
I just don't
I've
talk
actually
about it.
seen her in action.
You've seen the dough she gives?
I didn't see anything. It was not necessarily about dough, but she gives up her time.
I give dough too.
She
you know,
gives up
Matt used to say that moss used to fly out of my wallet. But that's not true. I actually am. I'm very low key about it.
We
Howard.
didn't even talk about you dated Bob Saget. I never got to that.
No, one date. One date.
I can't see you, but well, maybe I could. I don't know.
Fun. He was really fun.
Why only one date?
I don't know.
He's a womanizer. He goes out with a lot of different women.
Really? I mean, I had fun.
He's not a womanizer.
I don't
though.
think
He's a good guy.
I don't think I did it for him.
Oh, you think he never called again?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
but that's
we'll
all
have
right.
to find out from Bob what
do
went on.
you ever call a guy and say, "Hey, listen, I know we went out once. I never heard from you."
I went out with Jeff Probst once too.
Did you?
Yeah.
A good-looking guy.
I think he had puka shells on though. That was kind of a weird thing.
He's on Survivor. What happened? One date and he never called you back?
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to give you a gift.
No, don't. Is this like Jack Nicholson and Something's Gotta Give, where he goes to all his old girlfriends and apologizes?
I'm going to ask Saget and Probst why they never called you back.
Don't, Howard, please.
She's very happy with the guy she's with.
It all worked out. And I can't say that I was devastated that neither called me back. I thought they were both nice guys.
You don't take it personally. You have a very healthy ego, because if someone does that to me, I'm like, uh-oh, there's something wrong with me.
You know what? I don't think there was real magic there with either either person. But I actually enjoyed spending time with them. That's what I mean about sort of being open-minded about dating. I think women need to be much more open-minded.
Dating can be fun if you don't take it so...
Exactly.
Like, oh my God, there's my husband, and now he doesn't want me.
Or I have to have a love connection in the first 30 seconds.
You actually can date, because a lot of women can't even date. Every guy they go out with has to be the husband.
Yeah, you know what? That's such a bad attitude, I think.
Your attitude is healthy, and you're right. It would almost be like, wouldn't you love to call up Jeff Probst and go, or Saget, and go, guys, we went out, we had a nice time. I don't necessarily have to be sexual with you, but you don't have to feel like you could have called me and said, hey, maybe there wasn't something there, but I just want you to know I had a good time.
But honestly, you know what? Yeah, I guess, but no hard feelings.
Why would you do that?
I don't really need more friends, honestly,
Yeah.
and they're both nice guys.
Do you have guy friends?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Uh-huh. Yeah, totally I have guy friends.
Guys who are married? Because I would get jealous. I imagine the women would get jealous if I was...
No, you know what? I mean, I am not threatening, Howard. You know that.
Oh, yes, you are.
What does she mean?
Bullshit. She means she's going, oh, I'm not like sexual, and I'm not someone who's good.
I can have very healthy friendships with men, I think. I mean, this is all the whole Harry met Sally thing, but yes, I have friends who are married.
Matt Lauer good friends?
Yeah, you know, I haven't really spent much time with Matt lately, and
Katie
I wish I could.
swears that
I
she
love
never
him.
had anything going with Matt, ever.
There
Like,
was
not even an
nothing.
attraction or anything.
You know what? I actually had a little crush on Matt when he was the local news anchor at WNBC.
on
Because I thought
24.
he was so funny and so quick. And then when he came to the Today Show, I think it just developed into a mutual respect and camaraderie. And I wasn't into him that way, nor
If he put the
me.
moves to you, you might have considered it.
No, I don't know.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think so. First of all, I think that's a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely.
So I have always...
wouldn't that have been fun to watch, though?
Oh, when I have sex
A
with
lot of
Robin, it
people-
gets confusing. Believe me.
A lot of people thought that there was something going on
Right,
between the two of us
Yeah.
when
Well,
we
I
worked
could see
together.
that.
Yeah.
But no, and even socializing too much. When I was at the Today Show, I would, you know, obviously I was close to the people, but I didn't want to go out and party with them and go out and socialize because I thought that's dangerous because what if something happened and somebody got mad at somebody and it just can bleed into your work relationship.
Isn't it funny, ironic, maybe, no, not ironic, it's just funny that you gave Larry King a chance but not Matt. Isn't that something?
No, Matt wasn't interested.
Well, you can say that about anybody.
What do you think Jeff Jarvis wants? I was just going to say goodbye, but Jeff's on the phone. He's a TV
Oh, I know
Then I'll let
Jeff.
you out of here. Oh, you know Jeff? Okay. Let me
Yeah.
hear what he has to say. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey there. So this has been a great interview. And Katie, you're a wonderful interviewer, and you have your own career, your own show now. I wanted to get your career advice for Howard.
What do you mean?
Howard lately has been he's always been great. We love him. But the most unbelievable interviews, spending an hour and a half with celebrities, getting things out of them nobody else will get out of them. My theory is that he's bucking to do an on-air TV solid 1 hour.
You think these are auditions?
Jeff, I had that opportunity. ABC came to me years ago and was going to give me the Barbara Walters franchise. I could have done 4 interviews an hour at prime time.
A year or something.
I told them that I wanted to be made part of the ABC News department, and the guy at the time who was in ABC News said, over my dead body. Because I thought it'd be funny if I wore the jacket and it went, dan, 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 dan. It would have been just so great. It would have been my triumph. So, Jeff, that's something I think I could. I'm not bucking for any
Oh,
job.
I know you could do it, but when satellite ends, it's going to end. You've proven to the country that you're beloved on America's Got Talent. You're not scary to people anymore. You know, could you be America's sweetheart? You know, what is next?
Is this a master plan?
No, too many people don't like me. I am very polarizing.
Oh, not anymore.
No, Matt. I mean,
He
Matt.
has no idea what it's like to be you. Huh?
You have Matt on the brain.
I do have Matt. Where is Matt? Jeff, believe me, I'm very polarizing.
Oh, I know.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at something like Q rating, Katie? You know
Not
what I mean
really.
by that?
Honestly, I don't know. I guess I'm sort of the school of thought, what you don't know.
But Q rating is your likability factor.
Yeah.
Yours has to be through the roof.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think everyone's polarizing to a certain degree. I mean, I think some people like me, some people don't. Just go on Twitter if you want to see the people who don't like you, right,
I know.
Howard?
If you and I had ended up, you and I had ended up dating, it would have been the end of your career, right? That would have ruined your reputation
I don't know.
completely.
Probably would have made me more interesting.
A lot of edge there.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
Jeff, listen, I think the reason why Howard's such a successful interviewer is radio does provide this certain environment. Like if I had a camera on me and I thought everyone was looking at everything I was doing, I think it would make me much less relaxed. And I think plus Howard is just fun to talk to, and he's interested.
What makes Howard so good?
I think because he's genuinely interested in other people.
It's not about me.
He also likes to talk about things that, that his questions are good. Sometimes questions that I get from people interviewing me, I don't know if you feel like this, Howard or Jeff, because you get interviewed a lot. They're so uninteresting and uncreative, and it's obvious that no thought went into them.
That's why
They're
I feel
so
late
predictable.
night. That's why I feel late night television fails. If I had a late night television show,
you are thinking about it.
No, I'm not. If I had one,
Jeff's onto something.
I would not do pre-interviews because I'd rather just sort of go into it. In fact, when I did your show, I didn't do a pre-interview,
Right.
and I like that aspect.
Right. I think
you came prepared. You had your sort of agenda, and I loved it. I loved going along with whatever you had.
I think that's true. I think I think that sometimes in late night, not in all late night interviews, but they are quite orchestrated,
right.
And planned. And I think that does take a lot of the spontaneity, because I think oftentimes they're used as a platform for the host's humor.
That's right.
And so sometimes, because let's face it, people want to be entertained, they want to laugh, and I think it's not all that easy to be instantaneously funny if you haven't kind of thought about
Well,
things.
that's true. It's harder in late night television
Yeah.
because you've got 10 minutes with somebody.
And you're always supposed to be but-um-bump,
Right, and it almost demands that. It has
Right.
to be funny. You're right. You're
But
absolutely right.
I thought that was interesting when you told me that, because I do think pre-interviews take some of the spontaneity. On the other hand, you do kind of want to know what areas you're going to mind, because not everyone is as interesting as you are.
Oh, thank you. Well, you did a great interview with Jane Fonda. I saw that. That was really good.
She was
really
great.
Good. All right, Jeff, I got to go.
Bye, Jeff.
Katie,
Bye,
today I'm looking forward to seeing the show that I'm on with you.
I can't wait to see. Yeah.
And the reason I'm looking forward to it is because we taped over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they're going to edit it. Do me a favor, if you don't use the full 2-hour show, let me have it to put it on Howard TV, because it was so much fun. I really would love to. I would love for people to see it.
I want to I want to do a second hour, Howard.
Yeah, or put it up on the internet somewhere.
Yeah, we'll make use of it, because it was really fun to do, and hopefully it'll be fun to watch.
What are you eating these days? Because you're looking good. What, are you a vegetarian?
No, I'm a real carnivore.
You are.
Yeah.
And what are you working out or something?
I try to work out. Do I look like healthy? I'm trying to be.
Will I ever see you in a bikini picture? Do you ever go to the beach?
I do go to the beach, and bikinis are a little scary on me.
What do you wear? One piece?
Yeah, usually. Once in a while, if I know that nobody's around, I'll wear a 2-piece.
You will?
Yeah.
Well, I hope the paparazzi catch you. I'd like to see what's doing.
Oh, God, no. No, you don't, Howard.
Don't set them on that task.
No, please. Yeah, please, Howard. Come
when
on,
you make
if you
love,
like
do you
me.
turn the lights out?
Yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
You like mystery? Maybe a soft light in the back?
I like candles.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I use the I have a Crestron, and I just put the screen on because I don't want Beth seeing too much of me.
I hear you, but you don't want it to be totally pitch dark, right?
No, not because I'm a visual guy. I like to see what's doing. I'd like to blindfold her and then let me see what's doing. All right, listen.
All right, thanks, Howard. These are Howard Stern's fantasy.
Yes. Oh, I have many. Listen, Katie.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Howard. This was fun. Robin, so nice to talk to you.
Same here. Thank you for coming in.
No, it was really, really fun. And if you guys ever, you would never need anything from me, but
no, I have a need from you.
Okay,
see me on. Why do you have such a dirty mind? See me on Katie today.
And by the way, can I just say how adorable and wonderful your wife is?
She is wonderful.
Really?
I'm very lucky. I really am.
You are lucky.
Yes.
I hope you realize that every day.
Every single day.
And she's lucky too.
Well,
absolutely.
I pray every day she'll lose her sight so she can be more in love with me.
Stop it, Howard.
See me on Katie
Talk to your
today.
therapist about this.
Oh, please.
That poor man.
My poor therapist is.
When is he going to take an exit?
Hey, you should have your therapist on the show, Howard.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, my God.
That would be so interesting.
He would never do it.
That's right. He wouldn't.
No, he's actually ethical, which is something new to me.
I think that, the only time that he's seeing a patient is when he sees Howard. He must be in therapy the rest of the time.
Yeah, he goes to therapy after he sees me. See me on Katie today. Check your local listings for channel and airtime. I think you'll be into it. It's a lot of fun. For more information, go to katiecouric.com. which I was on, and there's a horrible, horrible video of me there.
Oh, God,
They froze
Howard.
this frame of me, and it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. But anyway,
We'll go
listen.
back and airbrush it.
Bobo, you were there at the show. You enjoyed the taping.
Yeah, how
right?
you doing there? I have to say, Katie, you're one hot cougar in those sexy leather pants. I really believe you were taken with Howard's presence, though. I saw a twinkle in your eye.
We had fun, and there was chemistry. Thank you, Bobo. All right. See what Bobo's talking about. Katie, thank you
Thanks,
very
Howard.
much.
Thanks, Robin.
And we'll be back right after these words.
So, Katie, this time you're on the other side of the interview.
Yeah, it was really fun. You know, I do really enjoy talking to Howard, and you know, on the other side, I feel like we do just have very, you know, relaxed, interesting, hopefully, conversations, and so it doesn't feel like we're playing a role like I'm on the hot seat or he's on the hot seat. It's just fun to talk to him.
It's got a conversational vibe.
Yeah, totally. And he was so nice. You know, everyone was preparing me to answer questions that were just like very, you know, not my typical questions, you know, like anal sex stuff. And I was so happy he didn't ask me about that stuff because, first of all, I would have blushed, and second of all, I don't know, it would have just been very uncomfortable for me.
Absolutely. There's only so much you can offer.
Yeah, exactly.
You mentioned that Howard takes a genuine interest in the people he interviews, and that's what makes him so great at what he does. What do you think his legacy will be as a host, as an interviewer?
I think, you know, I think Howard is outrageous and says a lot of things that people want to say and can't say. I think, you know, I hope people realize that a lot of Howard's persona is kind of, I wouldn't want to say an act, but I think that it's sort of Howard writ large, you know, Howard on steroids. And that I think Howard is an incredible person, very smart, very kind, compassionate, not sexist. And I think a lot of this is just kind of Howard's public persona. And I don't know, I think his legacy will be that he was just wildly, you know, has been wildly entertaining for a long, long time. And whatever it is about him, I don't know whether it's because he's so open about his neuroses, people just really love listening to him. And that's a real compliment. I think he should feel less neurotic because of that.
I'm like a woman because my TiVo thinks I'm a teenage girl. I watch The Bachelor, Big Beth, and I love it. I beg her to watch The Bachelor. I watch every dating show that there is. I mean, right? I mean, what do we watch?
Housewives.
We watch.
Love Housewives.
I love every housewife. So to be married to me, Katie, you know how women say, I just want to lay in bed and watch TV and like talk. That's what I like.
Hey, it's Courtney Love. I'm here on Howard Stern. I'm promoting my tour. I'm just sort of here to, you know, talk with Howard. He's sort of my psychiatrist, rabbi, messiah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So really quick, so I found these in my archive, you know, my sort of, so this is a Courtney Love concert from years ago.
Yeah.
And what happened was, and what happened was, so she's not wearing any underwear, but that's the funny part. The concert was really famous because she went into the crowd, everybody groped her.
Right.
And she came out, her famous line was, I want to know who stole my ring and who finger fucked me. So, okay, so there she is naked, right? She's got no fucking underwear on. Okay, so now she dives into the crowd. Okay. So now she's in the crowd. Now look, people are like groping her and everything.
Right, her tits are out.
Wait, hold on. but this is my favorite picture here. This is literally like Jesus on the cross.
Yeah.
Like guys are groping, or guys are, you know. So I just thought that was interesting to see. What do you want to get into with it?
Well, I really want to talk about like what really is going on with her. She's been to a doctor. She's been diagnosed. You know, she thinks she's normal, but things aren't going well.
Is she still like in lawsuits and all that stuff?
Well, there is something going on where her daughter now runs the Nirvana estate, but she sold off. Courtney had to sell off a quarter of her share of the.
I didn't quite understand who owns it at this point. Francis owns it, or she owns it?
That part I don't understand, but I do understand that when Courtney had it, she sold off a quarter of her ownership in the Nirvana catalog for about
$50 million.
$50 million.
Coming up! I know that that Grohl has always been like, oh my God, it was such a... They finally got to a place where they could sort of beat Nirvana again.
Well, she went ahead and wrote a terrible thing where she said that Grohl is trying to fuck Courtney Bean and whatever.
Francis,
you got it, Howard!
And then like...
And Francis was even like, can you please ban my mother from Twitter?
Yeah.
Do you see she sent the tweet out to Amanda Bynes that Amanda needs to get her shit together?
And she told her she was ugly.
All right, Courtney Love is here. I haven't talked to her in I don't know how many years, a long time. Her legendary band Hole. Of course, she is the person in charge of the Nirvana thing. Let me see
she's
you.
A member.
Hey, baby, what do you say? Looking good. Thin and trim. Looking hot.
How you doing, baby?
Boy, it's been a long time.
No, it's been 3 years.
Is that right?
That's a long time.
Yeah, for you and me and Robin, it's a long time. What am I now? I'm like...
You look good.
14th. This is my 4th, not including the crazy call-ins.
Yeah, right. It's been but why have you taken a 3-year hiatus from us? Be honest. Why?
Because that record flopped.
Yeah, but so what? I mean, you
I can always come on here and bitch, I know.
Yeah, you always love to voice your opinion. In fact, I can't decide if the invention of Twitter has been good for you or bad for you.
Bad in the sense that, well, I learned my lesson. I do my Twitter now, and I'm very, like, super happy, cake, friendly, nice. But initially, I didn't know what it was for, so I just called everyone a whore. And then I got two defamation suits that cost me like more than like $780,000.
You're not kidding around. One of those suits was against a fashion designer. You kind of like to spew. It's almost like writing music.
It was my first day. I didn't even know what it was. I was just like, you fucking, excuse my language. Can I say that?
Yes, yeah, you're good.
Oh, right. We're not on 92.3 anymore.
That's right.
Right. You fucking whore.
Right.
So I didn't know what it was. And
you were critical of the fashion designer's clothing. Is that what it was?
I felt like she'd stolen from me. I have to say, I felt like, and allegedly.
Right.
Which is just as bad as the FEC, or what is it, FEC, FEA?
FCC?
FCC, yeah, up your ass. It's like allegedly. Allegedly.
Right.
She allegedly stole from me?
Right.
I have it on CCTV. Okay, she allegedly stole from me.
Right.
But
so she sued you, and it cost you $500,000 to settle the thing out.
Yeah.
So Twitter got you in trouble that way.
Yeah, and then I got another one that was just like a pile-on that was $600,000.
What was that for? What did you do there?
It's so minor and it's ongoing, so I can't talk about it.
Wow. I mean,
it's like the most. It's like,
you know what it is with you. You love to speak out. You love to talk, and this is unfiltered.
But the second was a pile on, man. It was just like taking advantage.
I don't even know what the case was.
Well, I am legal free
right now.
Yes, it's like being drug free.
Who sued you in the second case?
A lawyer.
A lawyer.
So when a lawyer sues you, you're kind of screwed.
Were you talking about him directly? And and you were saying bad, disparaging things about her? Was that the case?
No, I actually believed what I said, which I felt like she had been somehow gotten to, or she'd abandoned me and been possibly compromised in her thing because she was coming to save me. You know, I remember.
And so you get on Twitter. What happens? You're there late at night and you're looking.
I was actually answering somebody's question if I thought that she'd been corrupted, and I said yes.
I see. And it cost you a lot of money. You know, the thing with you is you are honest. You're unfiltered, and an invention like Twitter is dangerous.
I should have your job.
Well, in a sense, yes, because the invention.
But you could get sued here too.
That's right. The invention of Twitter is dangerous.
But do you say allegedly?
Well, of course, I don't go around disparaging someone unless I'm completely sure of my facts.
You disparage people sometimes.
I wouldn't say something unless I knew that it to be 100% true and that I could back it up and prove it.
Right.
So I will say things that might be disparaging, but I'm sort of thought out about it. You like to lash out sometimes.
Well, the fact that in one case someone had told me they engaged in prostitution, you know.
See, that's what I'm saying. You throw things out there, like someone, prostitution, and a name.
They told me that maybe they were lying, but you know.
That's
hey.
my point. You can't just blurt things out. And Twitter.
Well, I've learned my lesson. It's $1 million lesson, Howard.
Why not close down your Twitter account?
Because now it's all happy cake pie.
Well, how did that happen? Now, do you have someone that reads your tweets before you put them out?
No, I do it myself. I'm actually very responsible about it.
But isn't that a problem? Because sometimes you think you're being responsible, but
I haven't gotten in Twitter trouble in over 2.5-3 years.
All right.
Why is it so important to you to be on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because I make a lot of money sometimes.
Really?
Like I was smoking these e-cigarettes, which I didn't bring, which sucks.
Which is the cigarette that
you can smoke anywhere, and it's
Right.
just steam. And I tweeted about them, and then all of a sudden I made a ton of money doing like some viral thing for them.
Do you need money? I mean, I saw...
Not really.
Yeah, exactly. You sold 25% of the Nirvana catalog for $50 million.
Something like that.
Yeah, and you are...
But I didn't spend it on shoes.
And you're worth about $100 million. And
That's according to CelebrityNetWorth.com.
Yes. Is that off? Is that
It's
wrong?
off. It's a little low.
It's a little low. So
Yeah.
if you're worth, let's say, $150 million, why do you care
I know
about...
that sounds so hubristic. Oh, my God. I should be more Jewish. I'm sorry. It's so high.
Well, no.
I need food stamps. I need FEMA housing.
I like your honesty. I like that you say, listen, I'm worth over $150 million.
Well, I just had an ex-boyfriend that was on there, and he was higher than me, and I was like, oh, no.
So your ex-boyfriend is the one that dates Chelsea Handler now?
No.
Andre?
No.
Balthazar?
He's a friend of mine.
You never dated him?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, you did date him?
No, I didn't.
Why are you allegedly... So did you date him or not?
No.
Why are you making a face?
Because I made a face at you.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
It means you're really implying you did make love to him.
I did not date him.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
You once... But why are you saying... Why are you acting like you didn't?
Because I didn't.
Are you still dating him?
No.
Are you here to say you're seeing him behind Chelsea's back or something?
No.
No. So what are you saying when you make that face to me?
I'm just making a cross-eyed face at you, Howard.
what
Don't
is
be
it-
a facata, for God's sake.
But what does that mean?
Nothing. I was just making a face at you.
So you never dated the guy?
World never.
And now you're going to make that face? You, I never know what's going on with you. I just suggest that Twitter is probably not a good medium for you.
I'm really good on it now.
Yeah, you behave yourself now.
I'm very, very behaved.
So if you're worth over $150 million personally, why do you care if you make money on a cigarette that you smoke? Or
Because because the money that is the Kurt money, the Nirvana money,
right?
It's like the Nirvana money, and it's being managed by other people, and I just consider it cursed. So I'd prefer to make money that's the Courtney money.
You've said that running the Nirvana business is cursed money. You've said it many times.
I've said it to you probably first.
Right, you did, and the reason it's cursed is that it's brought you tremendous wealth, but you think also aggravation. And I can't even figure out what's going on with this Nirvana money now.
Yeah, I know.
Let me ask you a couple of questions so I understand it.
Okay.
All right. You and those other two guys, Dave Grohl and that other guy.
Yeah.
The three of you own the Nirvana.
They own one half. They own the Nirvana LLC, which is T-shirts.
But they don't. Publishing was all Kurt's.
He wrote everything.
Right. So you own that, but then you gave over all of that to Frances Bean, your daughter.
No. That's a lie. Frances has what Frances has, which
What does
is
she
about
have?
40%
of the Nirvana money.
Of the publishing money. Of the publishing money. But then I sold 25%.
Right.
And I had a really, really lousy lawyer. I don't have to say his name, so I don't have to say alleged. He
Okay.
was a fuck. Okay.
Why?
Because lawyers tend to be fucks, especially in L.A.
You mean you're accusing him of not being good about getting the right price for your 25%?
He did not have no, he got a good price, and then he sort of took the money and ran, if you know what I mean.
But how does that happen to you all the time?
It happens to everybody all the time. It's just the music business.
I have
a great agent now. His name's Jeff Franklin. He's 7 years old. He invented rock, right?
Right. He's 70?
He might be, I'd like to say he's 55, but, you know, he's older, and he's hot. He's kind of sexy.
Right.
And I met him, told him the worst thing I ever did is I go to Bellevue, on a stretcher for crack, whatever. He goes, did you have fun? Which made me love him immediately, right?
Right.
And he said, listen, so-and-so, lady, poo-poo, whatever, la-la, whatever, some artist, has $400 million.
Right.
She has $100 million. The guys take $300 million. That's just the business. Deal with it.
Madonna, too? I mean, Madonna.
No, she watches her pennies.
Well, shouldn't she?
She's careful.
Well, that's the smart way to be.
Yeah, but it's a real, like Jay-Z, he's got a guy named John Maneely. They don't give awards out for honesty in the business. They really don't.
Well, but
they should.
If you know Jay-Z's guy is honest, why not use him?
Because he works with Jay-Z.
Oh, he doesn't work with anybody else.
No.
It's just a Jay-Z guy.
Jay-Z is a full-time job.
But Jay-Z sits there and looks over the bottom line, right? He's a businessman.
Yeah.
You've got to become a businesswoman a little bit.
Well, I was thinking about going to community college classes, like Duff McKagan did that.
Right.
He's an MBA now.
Right. That's right.
He's an MBA.
Duff McKagan is an MBA now?
I'm sorry. He's 2 credits shy of an MBA.
I didn't know that.
He woke up with a exploded pancreas and an abscess, after years of excess, and said, I'm done. I'm getting sober.
Right.
Thought he could, because he was in Guns N' Roses, get into a really fancy business school. Couldn't.
Right.
Started going to this community college. Was able to apply things immediately. Got sober. Right? And now runs this thing called Meridian Rock. He's a fucking hero in my eyes.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a lot of discipline. You get rewarded for sleeping with, twins, their moms,
and all
in
of a
every
sudden
hole.
change it up.
And change it up. And now you're running other rock stars' money.
Yeah.
And everyone knows Duff's not going to fuck with you. Duff was in a band called The Farts, for God's sake. He's not going to screw with you. And
why is he not going to screw with you? Because he's been in a band called The Farts.
Just because he's Duff. He's punk rock. He's one of us. How could he screw with us?
Well, you don't know that, but you assume that he's one of the good guys.
Yeah, you would assume that he's one of the...
Is that the way you see the world, that artists are the good people and the business people are the bad people?
Kind of the truth, yeah.
You think so? You think all business people are bad?
No, I have this agent that I love now. He's the first agent I've had in a long time that I truly trust.
Do you think maybe
His name is Jeff Franklin. I want to get his name in there.
Do you think you're attracted to bad people because then the drama continues sometimes? Like if you had a calm life, it wouldn't be as interesting?
I think that when it comes to men and lawyers, I have terrible taste. I think when it comes to friends, I have the best taste ever.
Are you seeing anyone now? You talk about your personal life. Do you have a man in your life?
I don't talk about my personal life.
No, I'm saying when you say men, it's been a disaster.
Well, not lovers.
Well, what are you referring to when you say men?
Boyfriends.
Exactly. Lovers are boyfriends.
Not really. Not fuck buddies.
Why has it gone bad? You certainly put out in bed.
I have weird judgment calls, I guess. I don't know.
But you even say...
I'm very passionate. I get really into it.
I know.
And then I get really out of it.
You even say sexually you're fantastic because you try harder than these pretty girls, right?
I think there was a quote somewhere.
Yeah, you said that.
So that was...
You said you'll blow a guy, you'll let him do anal, you'll let him do it all.
Aw, Howard, not on the first date.
No, I'm saying you wait to the second date. Obviously, you're a lady.
When he can, chill out for the lube.
No, but there's a lot to be said for that. In a way, that you try harder and you care in bed and you're into it and you're into making love, and that's a beautiful thing. I don't know what goes wrong. You would like to be married again and in a deep relationship, right?
No, I don't think I want to get married again. No.
Do you think a guy could put up with you? You're such a strong force. You're such a personality.
I am such a pussy.
Are you a pussy?
Kinda.
A pushover.
Bit of.
How did you end up doing LSD when you were 3 years old?
4.
How did that happen?
My father gave it to me.
Do you think that you were parented so poorly that the hardest thing in life for you to do was to be a parent because you didn't have any good life lessons in that?
Well, I'm really good with my daughter right now.
I heard.
Really good.
But you won't see each other, you'll only tweet each other.
Well, no, we email too.
And we
You do.
phone call.
Is that
Boy,
like,
it's getting more intimate.
Yeah, we're phoning. We're emailing.
how
and
painful is that?
What? It's not painful. It's great.
Is it though? Like, don't you
It
want
was
to just?
it was painful when she was gone. That was like not having a limb.
Why do you think she doesn't want to see you though?
Well, I haven't been in L.A. So
You don't go to L.A. at all?
I went, and then she was doing something. She was in Chicago or something, so we missed each other. We were going to see each other.
When's the last time you saw her?
I haven't seen her for 3 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's got to kill you.
It doesn't kill me when I talk to her, though.
Yeah, I guess as long as you're talking.
I mean, it was so extreme. It was like restraining order, and
What the hell went down? I never even talked to you.
She
about
doesn't really know what went down. She was surrounded by, how does a 20-year-old need 3 assistants and 4 law firms and 2 accountants?
She's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Have you met her fiance?
I've talked to him on the phone. He seems really, really nice.
Is there any plan to get together? Like, you could say to them,
Did I just burp really loud?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck you.
Courtney, you could send them a ticket and have them come to New York and see you, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're going, we just started talking on the phone about 2 months ago, and, I don't want to get too into her private stuff, but, she's really private.
Right.
And
She doesn't want to be a performer?
No, she got offered this modeling job. I mean, major prestige modeling stuff and major prestige movies. And when she was 13, she was offered Twilight. She was offered Bella in Twilight.
Is that right?
That's a true story.
How does that happen? Did she audition for it?
No. Someone just saw a picture of her in a magazine and sent me this script for Twilight. And she was like, that's a sexist Mormon piece of shit, which is good.
Right.
Because I called the most powerful agent in Hollywood whose daughter is friends with her. That's
Right.
how I know him. I don't know him as like a shark guy.
Right.
I only know him as a nice guy. He's not my agent, so I don't know that side of him. I saw a little of it at a party one time, but he's a good father.
Right.
And he goes, what are you calling me for? He goes, you know what? Have her call me when she's educated.
Right.
And she's 18. He said the same thing happened to Gwyneth Paltrow, and he named a few other people.
But Twilight would have been such... I guess she just doesn't have
She
the
was
acting
13.
bug. Yeah, but still Twilight. I mean, it doesn't...
But it would have destroyed her life.
You think so?
Oh, my God. I mean, look at these cast off.
What's her life now, though? I mean, is she...
she's an artist.
Right.
She's living a happy life.
What's an artist? Painter?
She's drawing, mostly.
Drawing.
And it's like sort of graphic novels she's into, kind of a niche thing, but it works for her. It's what she wants to do.
Right.
And she doesn't want anything to do with being Kurt Cobain's daughter or Courtney Love's daughter, and she's really working on that. And
what does she do when she meets other kids her age? And does she hide the fact that she's Kurt Cobain's daughter?
She's
and
really,
Courtney
really picky about who she lets into her life.
Yeah, it's got to be difficult, right? And she's
But
got
I
to worry.
still don't think she needs 4 law firms, 3 assistants, and 2 accountants.
Do you tell her that?
Yeah, I've told her that.
See, Twitter got you in trouble with your daughter, too, recently. You tweeted out that Dave Grohl was trying to have sex with your daughter.
Tried to seduce her, yeah.
Yeah, and she got upset because there was no truth to it. And then you had to tweet an apology. It's such a, you know what I'm saying? You've got to...
It's an affair. It was a roommate, and what I think happened is that she was curious about... She certainly had no ill intent, but she was curious about Dave on her own. She wanted to judge for herself. And so she met him on her own. And then I heard from a really impeccable source who...
That Dave was trying to fuck her?
No, but that Dave was talking about it.
About fucking.
I don't want to use that
Not
word.
with Francis. He
was apparent allegedly,
right,
from my impeccable source, who I'm not going to give away, but he's impeccable.
Right.
Dave was making dirty, just saying things that were inappropriate.
See, because
I could fucking kill him for that.
I got to, but it turned out it was all false, and you had to apologize to your daughter and say
I had to apologize because it was all public, but the reality is, did Dave say these kind of dirty things?
Did you ask Dave before you tweeted it?
What, I have Dave's number. He has mine.
I thought you guys do because you have to discuss Nirvana business.
No, we don't.
And not
we're
at all.
supposed to, by
Right.
law. We're supposed to have 3 meetings a year. We don't.
Why not? Because you guys can't stand each other?
Well, I once tried to have lunch with him, and he went on here.
Right.
He came in here and he laughed at it, and
I think he considers it too painful.
that's what I was talking to Pat Smear about this, and Pat was my friend first,
right?
And Pat was in Nirvana, and then Pat is in the Foo Fighters,
right?
And Pat said, Courtney, it could all be the lawyers. It could all be the lawyers, because it's not about Yoko stuff. It's about money stuff.
Well, to be clear though, Dave's point was your daughter even said Dave said nothing inappropriate. He never hit on me, and Dave even said, "Look, it's too ridiculous to even comment on. I would never hit on Francis. There was nothing lewd or lurid about the meeting, and so to me." I think you should have called up Francis and said, gee, did anything go on between you and Dave? Was anything inappropriate?
We weren't talking then, so that would have been, that was kind of stupid. I admit that was kind of stupid.
Right.
But if I do find out that it's true, I'm going to smack him. But
you wouldn't want your daughter with Dave?
No. She's not going off with Dave. She's got a fiance that she loves.
Aren't you impressed that Dave was able to make a music career outside of Nirvana and have this big band, Foo Fighters?
I didn't know how big they were. I was in Guitar Center. I was buying a Telecaster for my guitar player. I looked up. I thought I was watching the Super Bowl, man. It was fucking Foo Fighters. They're huge. Huge.
How do you not know that?
I didn't know.
They're huge. I mean, they're one of the few rock bands out there that are making a living.
Yeah.
I think
he was always an ambitious boy.
But you were critical. You didn't like when Nirvana supposedly had their reunion with Paul McCartney. That really bummed you out.
So I was given the incorrect information. Chris and Dave can sing a song with Paul McCartney all they want. I don't give a shit.
Right.
But I thought they were doing a Nirvana song with Paul McCartney, which I thought was like kind of cheeseball.
Did you? Why? You said if it was John Lennon, it would have been fine.
I mean, that's sort of a cliche thing to say, but it just, I don't know, I just didn't see it.
It rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah, and I love, like, Wings and, like, Jet and what was the song from the
Maybe
James
I'm
Bond?
Amazed.
And Maybe I'm Amazed. Yeah, and Live and Let Die.
Yeah.
It used to be my favorite song.
Paul McCartney's one of the greatest.
Oh, Helter Skelter, he wrote that song. There wouldn't be a Sonic Youth without him. I mean, I love Paul McCartney,
right.
But I just thought it was like a cheese thing if they were going to do, like, Teen Spirit or something. I thought that was just
But
cheese.
isn't that a tribute to Kurt and his music? And
well, they didn't do it, Howard.
No.
So
what did they do? I don't even remember.
Are you getting Republican or something?
No, what song did they do together? I don't remember.
No one remembers, I don't think.
Do you remember?
No.
Did you watch it?
No. I wasn't even invited.
You weren't even curious?
No, should I burp into the thing again?
Are you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, you don't get in there until you've been in the business 25 years.
So how, I mean, it seems to me, when was the first Hole album?
I'm eligible for it in 3 years.
In 3 years?
Yeah, and Nirvana's eligible in it for 3 years, And I don't know.
Do you think you'll go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Do you think that
eventually, yeah.
I think you should.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you should be in there.
But at the same time, I was talking with Billy Joe Armstrong about 2 years ago. He was inducting the Stooges, and I hadn't been invited.
You think you should have been there for the induction of the Stooges?
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. It's like, yo, excuse me. I mean, because some of the people who were going were like plutocrats and...
In other
like
words,
my friend that owns hotels and like people like that.
Would you
who don't know really about rock and roll?
Would you like to have performed some Stooges music with your band?
No, I would just like to be there for the Stooges induction. I mean, the Stooges are a huge thing for me. So
why do you think they didn't invite you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm on Jan's shit list or something.
Are you on Jan's shit list?
I don't know. He sent me this thing to sign about 3 weeks ago. It's like an old Rolling Stone cover, and I'm doing a Rolling Stone piece. So
I don't think
I run into him. It's like galas. You and I both do fancy stuff on the side.
But maybe they didn't think of you.
You and me. I never run into it, this shit. So,
what
New
shit
York.
do I do?
You do like New York Gala for children. I see you.
Don't.
I see you. You do a little society stuff.
I do?
A little bit.
All right. Well, I'll run into you with these things, I guess.
I
if I ever
guess
do
so.
That.
I mean, I do a little of it too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun
it's
for
good
you.
to contribute. It's good to auction. It's good to give back. Yada yada.
All right. So let me understand what's going on with the business of this Nirvana thing. The only reason I'm getting back to it is you were critical because I don't get the whole business.
I just got ripped off for so much money, and the Muppets thing brought me to my knees. I had no say in that.
Okay, so the Muppets recorded a Nirvana song.
And made Kurt into a Muppet.
So how do you not have a say in that? You have 50% of the rights
They took the management away from me and Francis.
Who
in
took the management away from you?
A bunch of lawyers, man.
How can they do that if you own
It
it?
was
That's like, what is it? Is it communism?
It took them
or
a few years. It was slipped slowly by degrees.
So who made the decision to put the Muppets with Nirvana?
I have no idea. A guy named David. Who works for a guy named John, Esquire.
And they were somehow able to say, even though that's like saying they went into your bank account and took the money.
Yeah.
This
They
is
brought
what
me
you're
to my
claiming.
knees. I didn't know
don't
what
get
to
that.
do.
Are you sure you didn't sell the rights?
No, no. The week, like 2 weeks before Battleship, that movie Battleship had offered about $5 million for Teen Spirit, and the Muppets I think made $150,000. That's not fiduciary duty. So
I still don't
and
get
to
it.
see Kurt as a Muppet, I just started sobbing.
I wish you could explain. When you saw it, you started sobbing when you heard the Muppets.
I fell on my knees and I went, I give up. I'm jumping off the bridge.
That's when you usually call me. But
I know. It's they call the governor, please.
Yeah.
And I still, Howard, to this day, me and Franny were talking about this. Like, I said, listen, I don't have that lawyer yet. When I went to this party in Southampton last summer. It was Russell Simmons' party. And I was like, I need to find a litigator. My next boyfriend's got to be a litigator.
Why not just hire one? Why does he have to be your
Because
boyfriend?
The litigators that I want to hire tend to be about $250 cash to hire.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're about $1,200 an hour. And also, I think you could walk into Skadden Arps or wherever with $2 million in a suitcase, and unless you're referred in there by the right people, they're going to screw you anyway.
Is that a new tattoo on your arm?
This
Let It Bleed, it says. Is that old or new?
That one I got right with the whole Francis trauma.
Why? Well, Let It Bleed is the Rolling Stones song you're referring to.
It's a bad Rolling Stones song, but it's a good title.
You think Let It Bleed? Why would you tattoo Let It Bleed on your arm? What are you saying?
I don't know. It was like in the middle of the night, the East Village. I got a tattoo the way you're supposed to. At least I didn't get it like a poser.
When you get a tattoo...
Because I'm,
wait, I want to understand this.
Plan it out and go over your drawings with your
think about it
trendy.
5 months.
Exactly right.
You don't like that.
No,
if
it should be in the East Village. It should be by a sailor who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and then you can get it cleaned up by one of those trendy guys later.
So you're telling me you walked into just a random tattoo place? That's the cool way to. That's the rock and roll way to do it.
That's the proper way to do it.
And you said to him, "Let it bleed on my arm."
That's exactly what I fucking
you
did.
felt you had been wronged by the world and you were bleeding, and that was it. That was it.
But I was also back then taking Adderall, which is it's amphetamine salts.
What are you taking now? Are you drug free?
Ambien. I take Ambien to sleep.
Every night?
No.
Why do you need to take Ambien?
Don't you ever take Ambien on the plane?
No. Not very rarely. I've done it. I have a bottle that's lasted me 7 years.
Mine hasn't lasted 7 years. It's lasted like 6 months, though.
Okay, so you're not taking Ambien all the time.
No, because it does make you. If you stay up, you get freaky.
Crack was the greatest drug you ever took in terms of your own.
No, I hated it.
Did you? I thought you said you.
No, I know I called in a lot and was out of my mind, but back then, remember, you were still on 92.3, and they didn't have TMZ.
Right.
So I didn't get in all that crazy Lohan trouble, right? I mean, I got taken to Bellevue, and that was the end of the crack.
Right. You went to Bellevue. They cured you of your crack problem.
Well, going to Bellevue is a pretty easy way to get someone off crack.
In other words, because you see such horrible things that you realize.
I saw hermaphrodites, the black, white, with fecal matter, talking to Satan, manacled to the wall. I didn't need to see that shit.
That was your rock bottom.
That was gross, man, yeah.
What about heroin? How'd you get off that?
That was easier. I gave, on Larry Flint, which was 14 years ago, I gave Milos Forman my word that I wouldn't do it again, and I never did it again.
Larry Flint wheels up to you and says, don't ever do heroin again, and you say, okay, I'll never do it.
No, Milos Forman, the director.
Oh, because you were going to be in a movie.
Yeah.
And you said the movie's more important to me than the heroin.
Yeah.
And did you go through a cold turkey experience?
Yeah, and I lost 30 pounds, and I stopped Valium and heroin in the same 30 days.
Why do you think you became a drug addict?
I don't really know.
Bad childhood?
No. I'm
too
Jewish to.
Are you Jewish?
You know I'm Jewish.
I didn't know that.
For God's sake.
Courtney Love is Jewish?
Yeah, like the name Love.
Lovowitz?
It's a fake name.
What is your real name?
It was Harrison when I was born, but my grandmother on my mother's side is Jewish. and it's Cuban, so she's a Jewish Cuban.
I see.
And it's a weird long name that was changed to De La Sola.
Were they bad parents?
My parents, I didn't really know them.
How do you not know them?
Because I was in boarding school at 9.
They had the money to send you to boarding school.
Oh, my mother was really rich.
Is your mother still alive?
Yeah, and writes books about me and shit.
Oh, so you're not talking to her?
No, I don't talk to her or the other.
Well, then of course that's why you do fucking drugs.
No, I didn't like. No, Howard.
You don't know your mother.
I did
and she
heroin
writes
the first
books
time I did
about
heroin.
you.
I didn't like it.
You did heroin at a party. Were you at Charlie Sheen's house the first time you did heroin?
No,
Where
that's
were
a
you?
myth. When I was 22, before I was a rock star, I had a problem that me and my friends started an AA meeting.
Right.
And we started our own, and we kicked it, and that was the end of that. And then
How hard is it to kick, the physical aspect?
No,
of it?
it's not bad. It's,
Really?
I mean,
why
it's
do we
bad.
see movies where guys are shaking? And,
I know, it's so lame. You know what's way harder to kick? Xanax and Valium.
And those are so-called legal prescription drugs.
Yeah, and booze.
Wow.
Robin, you know this, booze.
You don't drink at all now?
No, I never did drink.
No kidding, not at all.
Never.
I would think
I
you
found a
would.
picture of me with a whiskey bottle, and I'm like, what? I look like Tommy Lee. But I swear to God, I was never a drinker. Just not. If I do drink once in a while, I have a tequila shot.
Do you love rock and roll?
I live for it.
So, are you disappointed with what's going on with rock? Rock is dead in a sense, isn't it?
Dead, isn't
it's
it?
dead. It's died.
Dead. I'm touring. I'm starting touring on June 20th. I
Now,
tour.
is that a good idea for you to be touring?
Yeah.
Do you think your health could be compromised? I'm talking about your mental health and also
No,
drugs.
it makes me feel better.
When you tour.
Yeah. I can't
the picture-
stand the whole socialite.
The series of pictures that I look at to this day, and not in a pervy way, but in almost like I'm amazed. You were on stage, you had no panties on.
No, I did wear panties. They were just very, I
No,
guess,
hold it.
skimpy.
Look at
You
this
always
picture.
have accused me of not wearing panties. You've shown me this before. You can't
No,
see
I
my
haven't.
pussy because I
I'm
am
gonna show
wearing
you your pussy.
panties.
Here you are on stage.
Let me
Maybe
see
I-
this.
Wait, let me see if
Oh
I
my
can
God,
see.
Stern. I
Let me
got
see if
glasses
I can
on,
see
too.
your pussy, as you call it.
That is not my pussy. That is a strip of fabric.
All right. When you were in the audience, though, the audience completely molested you. You stage dove into the audience. Your titties are out, and they're nice, by the way. Look,
But
look
that
at
was,
you.
it was like an athletic challenge. Yes,
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 exhibit
we know
A,
about all that.
A and B.
Right.
What was that like, that experience? You
Well,
went
but
into
what
the,
was it like for Eddie Vedder? What was it like for Kurt?
No,
for me,
people were
they were
you.
fingering me.
Yeah.
And I was sort of
it
like
was a
trying to
rape.
prove a point.
Yeah.
And I was in, it was right after Kurt died too when I did it the most.
Right.
And I was in just so much like weird psychic pain. And instead of, you know, them getting me a psychiatrist or getting me a bereavement group, they just pulled a fucking tour bus and put in front of my house. Get in.
And does that cure you?
No, but the shows were apparently legendary. I
When-
can't remember most of them because I was wasted.
Who is it that did? Was it? Who is it that did? Lana Del Rey. Did she do a version of Heart Shaped Box?
Yes, she did. Isn't that cute?
And didn't you tweet her and say, you know, that's about my pussy?
It's about my vagina, yeah.
It is about you. That song is about your vagina.
It actually is, yeah.
Kurt Cobain wrote Heart Shaped Box about
Yeah.
your vagina.
Yeah.
And what is Kurt saying about your vagina in that song?
I don't know. Let's figure it out.
What are the lyrics?
She eyes me like a Pisces when I am weak. I've been stuck inside her heart-shaped box for weeks.
That's not a compliment. He was stuck inside your
Yeah,
heart-shaped
it's not a complimentary song.
No.
I wish I could eat her cancer when it turns black. Thrown down your umbilical noose so I can climb right back. Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint, forever in debt to your priceless advice, which isn't about me. It's about this chick that managed Soundgarden.
So was Kurt angry about your pussy?
No, but you know how Dylan wrote, like, like, all right, Miss Lonely, we better get used to it. You know, I write love-hate songs. Kurt wrote love-hate songs.
Right.
So, I mean, my best love songs are like, I fucking hate you.
Toward the end, were you and Kurt making love at all, or were you just kind of not?
The last few weeks, no.
No. Why? Were you fighting over his
No,
heroin
he
use?
was weak.
He was too depressed.
He was weak.
Yeah. Does that
Yeah.
bother you that you guys weren't on good terms when he died?
No, we were on good terms. He was just really weak.
He couldn't fuck at that point. or think about anything other than
He
his own
couldn't
condition.
think of anything but
It is
drugs.
sad.
It's
So
really
sad.
sad.
Yeah,
It's
it
really
really
sad.
is.
You know, I wonder if, like, you know, now if we'd be divorced and, like, we'd be amicable and he'd maybe live on the Upper West Side.
I know, I
and
wonder
marry a
about that.
model, have twins, you know, and how my alimony would have gone. And,
Right.
you know, I mean, I don't know that marriage would have actually lasted 22 years. Maybe.
You'd probably be in a Twitter war with him today.
Yeah, we'd be
tweeting back and
no,
forth.
No, see, the good news with Frances is she inherited from her father the enigmatic gene. Although she did get into one with one of the Kardashian kids, she got into a little Twitter fight.
Right, so she understands where you're coming from now.
Yeah, well, the apple and the tree, but she also has her dad's tree.
You've
so
said that if Kurt came back to life right now, you'd kill him for leaving
I
you
said
alone.
that once, yeah, but you know,
I get that.
Both me and Frances are really angry at him.
Of course.
You know, I mean, it wasn't
were
the
left.
right thing to do.
Right. You
He
were left.
felt like he was so young, Howard. He was 27.
I know. But
And you think you're 90 when you're 27, but you're not.
so sad if he could have been saved because he maybe would be enjoying his life right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, all he had to live through was like Eminem, which he would have thought he would probably liked.
Do you think it would have disturbed him to live through Eminem?
It would have disturbed him to live through Limp Bizkit. I
Really?
can say that with authority.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Limp Bizkit was kind of the end. I don't know. Limp Bizkit was just sort of the end of it, man. Come on, Howard. Remember that moment? Limp Bizkit. It was just sort of like, okay, it's over.
That was the moment in rock when Rock died with Limp Bizkit.
I feel that.
Now, that's a quote.
You know, and
Everyone
you'll
wonders.
like this because you love Playboy models, but and I don't mind them either.
Who doesn't?
Well, I don't mind them either. I like Vivid girls and Playboy models as much as you do.
You still watch porn?
Sometimes.
Yep. Girls?
Yeah, but I mean, not all the time. You know,
You been with a girl
if
recently?
I'm in a hotel, I go to the porn station sometimes and watch a little, you know, how porn's progressing.
What do you think of the state of porn?
Well, there's a whole like sort of artsy movement, like Williamsburg hipster porn now.
Really?
Yeah, there's like hipster porn, like
What
you
is
know
that?
show Girls.
Yeah.
There's like girls that look like that are kind of, you know, not afraid to show their jiggle parts, and they're wearing like horn-rimmed glasses and have kind of greasy hair.
Yeah, it's not glamorous.
Like from an Urban Outfitters catalog.
Do you watch the show Girls?
I've watched it a few times. Yeah, my friend Jemima's on it.
Yeah, I thought you would like that.
Yeah, it's
It's hard to please you. You never know what's cool with you or not. You're sort of the
you please me.
Do I?
Yeah, I have 3 things to do here today. What is I know what lithium is.
Right.
I'm doing that, but I'm playing all chicks, and I'm not playing myself, and I'm not playing Nirvana.
Whoa. What
did you just say?
What did you just say?
I'm not playing Nirvana, and I'm not playing myself.
What about lithium? Are you on lithium?
Yeah, I picked 10 songs on lithium today, but the show
You're on lithium?
Yeah, after this, but the show I'm on after this is called Opie and Anthony.
Right.
What is that?
That's a radio show here. It's
Are
two
they
guys.
Shack Jacks?
Absolutely, they
Are
are.
they going for your crown? Are they shock jacks?
Well, they tried and they missed.
What kind of shock jacks are they going to ask me about Vivid girls? I mean, you can.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to ask.
See, I like you. I'll answer anything yours, but if they're brats, I'll kick them.
You know, look. The thing is that you and I know each other a long time.
Yeah, I once asked you to call the governor for me.
You're going on. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not on lithium, Howard.
Right,
she's
you're going on the radio channel lithium.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not on the drug.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, I wanted to
no,
clear
there's
that
a
up.
serious station called Lithium.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell
named
you were
after a
talking
Nirvana
about.
song, and I picked 10 songs from the 90s.
Yeah.
And I just picked chick songs.
When is the last time you were with a man? Has it been a long time?
About a week and a half.
Oh, so you're seeing somebody.
Whatever.
Some random guy, or is it
Yeah,
like
just
a guy?
random guy, sailor I picked up at the
No, stop
dock.
that. No, really. Where did you meet this guy? You were with?
No, baby. No, I
What is
never.
not, baby?
Because I don't kiss him. I don't
I'm
do
not
it.
asking who it is. I'm saying.
But even, I can't.
Had you been with him before, or was it a first time?
No, it was, I'd been around there.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
So you're falling in love?
No, it's so. How do I do this? I know. I'll pretend I'm Jacqueline Onassis.
No, but what's going on with you? You don't want to be in love, so you just need to every once in a while fuck a guy?
No, I just don't like to talk about it.
Are you lonely?
No. I have my bands.
Who is in your band now? You're not calling it Hole anymore.
No, I'm calling Courtney Love because I just gave up on people criticizing. Unless Melissa comes back.
What do you mean you gave up people criticizing?
Well, it was just like, they wanted not the original lineup, but the Celebrity Skin lineup. And Melissa, I would take back. Even Patty, I would think I would take it back. But Eric, I'll never take back.
Why not?
He stole 74 guitars from me and Francis.
Let's say that's alleged.
No, it's not alleged. It's a factual thing. I have the cartage. It's actually with a lawyer right now.
Maybe he feels that he didn't take them, but they were his. Maybe he feels that way.
No, 18 of them are left-handed and were Kurt's and have serial numbers that match Kurt's. And he took a bunch of crates and then he's put them in storage and he won't give them back. And then he wants to do a reunion tour. And I have a friend who's in a bad company. He was in bad company.
Did you ask him for the guitars back?
Yeah.
And he said that they're his, right?
I went and he stole them from my Laurel Canyon storage under my name.
Well, let's just say again, because I know you get into trouble for this.
Alleged.
Well, it's not alleged. I mean, he might have a side of it that says, hey, this is something he was entitled to. I'm just putting that out there. You understand?
No. The cartage sign says, Courtney Love Storage, da-da-da-da, this date, November 2003. And I only found out about this in 2011.
Courtney, is it difficult to be in a band with you? I mean, you are a very strong person.
No, I'm really fun to be in a band with.
But you're also very dominant, and I don't think you sometimes can entertain somebody else's opinion. Would that be accurate with you?
No, my band's allowed to smart off to me as much as they want, as long as they know what they're talking about.
Okay, so you're going to go out on tour.
Yeah.
By the way, before we get to the tour, you claim to have been Lindsay Lohan's life coach.
No, I never claimed that.
She says she barely knows you, but you say you helped to get her.
I barely know her.
Oh, you do?
I've spoken to her directly twice.
Right.
And then through an intermediary, because she kept blabbing about this, it was getting planted everywhere. All I said was she should dye her hair back to red to the intermediary, and all of a sudden I'm her sober coach. It's like,
so that's not true.
No,
and
but I do sometimes talk to the intermediary about stuff because she's clearly in need of help.
But why do you care about Lindsay Lohan so much? Because she's famous, or
no? Because people pick on her, and I don't like seeing people bullying.
You get
people.
upset about that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You want to help her. You want to reach out to her.
Yeah, but I don't know where it's going to go.
Were you trying to help this girl Amanda Bynes, who was a child star?
Oh, the one I stuck up for yesterday.
Well, you tweeted again with Twitter. You said, "Hey Amanda, you better get your shit together, dude."
I just wrote, "Pull it together, dude." Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Calling her a dude is an insult, right?
No.
Isn't it? Calling a girl a dude?
No.
Isn't a dude a guy?
Robin?
He's picking at things.
Am I?
Okay,
No, I don't
totally
mean to.
being over-analytical.
Okay, so you said, hey, get it together, dude.
It's actually a term of endearment. When you call a chick a dude, it's like...
But is it... We were talking about this the other day. Elton John called out Billy Joel in public. When you care about someone, to tweet, hey, you better get it together, dude. Is that really helpful?
Pull it together, dude. And then she wrote...
That you're ugly.
That I'm ugly, which is like rolls off my back like duck water. When I was 14, I was so homely and I thought I was Kate Moss. Ugly seems to be her favorite word. And
she calls everybody ugly, by the way.
And I wrote her back and I was like, no, you misunderstood me. I'm not insulting you. DM me, which means direct message me. And what I was going to do is turn her into a sober companion guy that I know.
Right.
If she wanted the help.
Does that ever really work?
Yeah.
It does?
I've seen it work.
I remember when Joe Walsh was with a sober companion for years. But it never worked until the Eagle said, hey, you better pull your shit together, dude.
Right. It's sort of like Larry Flint.
That's right.
If you know Nicole Kidman's going to get the part, you lose 30 pounds, get off heroin, and Valium real fast.
I think you told me this first. You said to me one time, hey, Howard, we were talking about lesbianism and stuff, and you said you had a lesbian affair with Kate Moss. No one ever made a big deal about that. Aren't you surprised?
They did make a big deal out of it, and I never said her name. I looked through the transcripts, and I said a British model.
Oh.
That could have been Naomi. It could have been a lot of people, and I got in a huge amount of trouble with Kate for that. And so...
But was it Kate?
No.
It was Twiggy.
Oh, it was Twiggy.
It was Twiggy. That's right. Robin! Fuck.
Why?
It was when I was 6 on acid.
Why was Kate Moss mad at you for saying that?
I don't think she was mad at me, but I was really mad because somebody was so diabolical that they went back 3 weeks that radio comes and goes. It's ephemeral. You know, whatever I say today, if I say something controversial, it'll be aggregated today. Tomorrow it'll be forgotten. Do you know what I mean? Like if I remember you had a thing with Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes.
It went on for a long time.
Years.
But that was ongoing, right?
That was then, and now we're friends.
Right. So if I say something today that's controversial, you know, it'll be over in a few days, right?
Right.
I don't want to say anything too controversial, but my point is the person that did this was a PR person who hated me, and she went back and she saw that sentence where it said boarding school. I read the transcripts.
Yes.
And I wrote to your producer and got the transcripts.
Yes.
And it says boarding school and it says an English model.
I see. So it never was Kate
I
Moss.
never said Kate, and it never was Kate.
But
so the Kate and me were friends. I didn't go to her wedding over it.
Wow.
You know, and it wasn't
Are you no
Kate.
longer friends now?
No, we're okay because I wrote her a letter explaining it, but it's really complicated.
Tell me what it was like, though, going down on her.
I don't know. I never did it.
She went down on you?
It never happened.
Why are you doing that?
Why am
Tell
I
the
doing
truth.
what?
Tell me what happened.
I'm cloaking myself in
Was it hot?
Grace Kelly-ness now.
Was it hot or
All
not?
my Grace Kelly is coming out. I've been in finishing school for the last 3 years. That's where I really
Is that
read.
true?
No.
I believe it.
Oh, really?
Look how together you are.
Oh, okay.
You went to a doctor. You know, a lot of people will say, "Oh, Courtney Love is crazy." Courtney
I know
Love